Shut up and sit down.
Don't panic, don't panic.
There you go, and we're live, mate. Hello, gang. Colin here. Yeah, Festa 67's workshop. I've already been told off for pre-live stream fettling, but yeah, I've got my good buddy and co-host Fox, the model making guru, and Guffle.
Hello.
So yeah,
Where's the microphones over there? Hello.
How we all doing? First things first, get the pimpage out of the way and get that all done and dusted. If you'd like to help me out and keep the channel content coming, you can choose to support the channel either via patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or you can click the join button below this or any of my other video content and become a channel member, all of which will give you access to the Zoom 24/7 off-air hangouts. You can also do the same with Fox by popping over to patreon.com/modelmakingguru, or click the join button below any of his content, become a member, and you also get access to the Zoom 24/7 hangout where you can come and shoot the breeze, spend the evening having giggles with us lot, and whatever else you want to get up to. If you want to get our attention in the chat, you can do an @Festa67's workshop or an @modelmakingguru. That puts our name in a nice gold box and we can see that the comments come through. Or if you want to help support the channel, you can click the $sign, do a super chat, and you get a bit of sexy on-screen air guitar as your name comes up in a big old box of message goodness, folks. There you go. Is that ample enough pimpage for you there, geese?
Can you do it again? I wasn't listening. Sorry, what?
Yeah, you can also save. You could also save up to 25% off of RIP
25%.
by heading over to me affiliate link, Hobby Workshop. They do gaming, tabletop stuff, paints, supplies, and all of that lot. So you can head over there and get up to 25% off of RRP. So have yourself a bit of that.
See, you see, RRP stands for recommended retail price, but with Hobby Workshop, it stands for right reasonable price.
Absolutely,
you see what I did there?
Yeah.
You see what I did there?
I am impressed on your off-the-cuff segue.
I know. I'm actually pointing my face at the camera the microphone's over there, and I'm pointing my mouth at the wrong thing.
Absolutely. Don't forget, folks, belly and bench and beverage of choice is the usual Friday thing. So what's on the bench, what's in your belly, and what beverage are you having? I'll have a quick look in the chat, see who's in. We got Dave in saying hello. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave. Hello, Dave.
Bobbins is in. Hello, Bobbins. How you doing, geese?
Bobby Laddert here.
Paul J. Lewis is in saying hello. Wiggle, wiggle. Help the wiggle addict. Wiggle, wiggle. Good man.
I set off wiggling, didn't I? And everybody started wiggling.
Exactly.
Wiggle, wiggle.
He says, I Colin, wiggle, Fox, wiggle, and all the chat wiggles in Wigglesville.
Look at the wiggularity.
James is in saying hi to everyone in the chat. Festa and Fox.
Hello, James.
Paul saying Guffle wiggles. James is in with a belly and the bench. He says sausage, beans, and mash. Bench, he's building a Lego mock ambulance while 3D printing some figures. Beverage is Pepsi. Oh, we got the printers set up. Good man. So, Fox.
Hello.
How's Mama Fox been this week, mate?
She's all right. She's cheeky as ever. She's been for a 17th booster shot yesterday.
Oh, bless her.
So she's been saying, I can't do anything because my entire body hurts. I'm like, shut up. You've got a bit of sore arm. She's like, yeah, a little bit.
I don't mean the proper good books, because not only did I get a Mama Fox hug,
yeah,
I also got a Mama Fox kiss.
Mama Fox kiss. I know. I said, any message for Festa? And she went, big hug and a kiss.
Oh, see, so yeah. So if you're watching this back, Ted, I will be re-emphasising this when I next see you, mate.
Yeah, you are cruel. You are cruel.
Absolutely, mate. So how you been, mate? Have you been up the much at the bench, geese?
As usual, real life has taken control all this week, so I've done nothing at all at the bench this week.
Yeah.
I had so many plans. When you're a carer for an 83-year-old, your plans go out the window quite a lot. So it's like,
kind of
really.
Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, not been able to do anything this week. I had plans to do my Star Wars film, get Encyclopedia filming, to do a live stream of my part works. No, nothing.
Yeah,
nothing whatsoever.
All went Pete's on, mate, didn't it?
Yeah, first thing I was able to do was me Red Dead Redemption stream this afternoon. It's like,
yeah, it's like, yeah. Yeah, I had a bit of a nothing week, but hey ho, you know, and yeah, so anyway, we are carrying on with a bit of stompa goodness, folks. Yeah,
I've got a very important thing to announce what I have for my dinner though.
Oh, go on.
Because I wasn't sure what to have for dinner, and I had to go to Tesco's, so I says to Mama Fox, I says, right, I might make some Fox's mess for dinner, but as I'm going to Tesco's, if I get you some sushi, will you eat it? Because last time I got you sushi, you said I want sushi, and when I got you sushi, you pulled the face in it one piece, and she went, "Yeah, what? Yeah, I want." So she pulled that meh face.
Oh, really?
Even though she said she wanted. But anyway, so I went to Tesco's and they had no sushi. So what we had instead was pork pies. I bought a load of pork pies. So for my dinner, I had a whole mess of pork and pickle pies. Only little ones like that big.
Yeah,
pork
the
and
little
pickle
snack
pork
ones,
pies.
they're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah. There were pork and pickle, and there was the one with like the cheese on top built into the pastry.
Yeah,
cheesy pork, and I got some of their like cheese things. They got these like wedges of cheese, and one of them is Wensleydale and blueberry, I want to say, but it might not be blueberry.
Yeah.
Wensleydale and something.
Yeah,
it tastes like ice cream. It's amazing. It tastes like ice. So I had a few slices of that. It just tastes like, if you go to Tesco's, look for the Wensleydale that's got the purple stuff in it. It tastes like ice cream. Oh, it's
so you was
orgasmic.
Proper, yeah,
with a big
them
dot
pork
of
and
brown
pickle
sauce.
pies are, they're
And I may have eaten a lot of packets of crisps as well. So
the Bobbins says Belly Pub Mix Grill in brackets birthday dinner. He says happy birthday, Bobbins.
Happy birthday.
Happy belly button day, mate. Hope you're doing all right.
Yeah. Happy orbit of the Sunday, and also to my friend Martin, who is also his birthday today.
Oh,
hello,
happy
Martin.
birthday, Martin.
He's not watching, but I'm saying happy birthday to him anyway.
Benchy says his Delta Dart interceptor and beverage is rum. Oh, good man.
Ooh.
Oh, Lewis Belly Sausage Butty an hour ago. Good shout. Wiggle, he
Good
says.
lad.
Bench Leviathan Siege Dreadnought Wiggle. And beverage is beer wiggle.
Beer wiggles. Oh, yeah. They're the best kind of wiggles, beer wiggles.
Absolutely, mate. Yes.
Unless you have too much beer and then you can't wiggle, because then it just gets sadness.
So, yeah, we're carrying on with the stompa.
Aye.
So we'll get a bit more done on that, folks.
Well, we'll try and get a bit more done. My brain's already overloaded.
Yeah. Am I allowed to fettle now?
You may commence with the fettlage, you filthy little monster. Do well.
Oh,
I'm going to paint some glyphs just for the sake of painting something.
Yeah.
I think I've decided I'm not going to do a shade over the blue armour.
Yeah.
But I will do a shade over the armour that's just rust and the armour that's metal. Because I don't want to I did all that careful like faded and chipped paint effect with the blue armour. I don't want to cover that all up with a shade. I'll do that with enamels later on. But I will do something with the rust and with the metal panels.
Yeah, I'm just winging it and seeing what takes me fancy tonight.
Winging along on the crest of a wave day.
Mark Shellard is in, says hi everyone.
Shellard.
Just popped in, he says to say hello. Hello Mark, how you doing buddy? Thanks for popping in.
Thank you for popping in, my friend.
Always nice to see you in, mate. Hope you're keeping well.
Yes. Hello. Right, I'm going to paint some colours now.
Good man.
And I don't care. I'm not going to overthink it and worry about chipping and stuff. I'm just going to paint some goddamn colours.
I am basing my bombs.
Ooh, base your bombs, gentlemen, please.
Yeah, so that's what I'm up to tonight. I am going around. It sticks out like a blind cobbler's thumb that everything else has had a base coat. And the only thing that hasn't is this arm and the bombs. And it's like, yeah, come on, Wilkinson, pull your thumb out your bum.
When you said the bomb, then for some reason my mind instantly jumped to Dark Star.
Yeah,
trying to tuck the bomb out of exploding.
Exactly, and I'm like, yeah, I'm avoiding it like the plague, and I just need to pull my thumb out and get on with it. So that's what I'm up to, folks.
Bomb. Have you seen Dark Star? It's a classic film.
No, I haven't, mate.
It's an old 70s sci-fi film. You might have seen it and not realise what it was.
Yeah, it is me you're talking to here, mate. You know,
that's true.
I am useless, mate.
It's the one where basically they go to all these different solar systems and they have to destroy unstable stars with these bombs.
Oh,
that
right,
are kind
yeah.
Slightly sapient.
Yeah.
And this bomb, there's an accident, and this bomb gets triggered and comes out the bomb bay door and starts doing the countdown, and they have to go outside of the ship and try and talk to the bomb and convince it not to go off.
Yeah.
by teaching it phenomenology. It's quite good. It's a classic old film. I'll stop now.
No, you carry on, mate.
Right, I'm going to paint a glyph. I'm going to paint red and white.
I am impressed because you managed to get an ology in, mate.
Did I?
Yeah, managing to get an ology. Phenomenology.
Oh, because that's because the captain who's dead and frozen in stasis says, "How do we talk the bomb out of it?" And he says, "Teach it phenomenology."
Yeah.
So they're basically saying, "So okay, bomb, why are you armed and ready to go?" He says, "Because I received the signal to arm." And they're like,
Yeah.
"But how do you know you received the signal?" "Well, because my sensors tell me it did." "Yeah, but how do you know your sensors are right?" And he's like, It's a good point. They try and teach it how teach it to question the existence of everything. So in the end, it decides it's God and explodes. Right, let's get a little bit of red going on, I think.
We'll endeavour to try and keep as much on shot as I can.
Yes. It's more fun if you don't. It gives people something to work towards.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've not done much this week, have you? So we've both been a bit non-active this week.
Real life
doing its duty.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping this week to get the Star Wars catalogue encyclopedia filmed and do a live stream for some of the Iron Man and all the stuff I was going to do this week just finished.
Well, with especially with this week, I'm desperately not going to predict now what my plans are, because it seems to be every time I predict, oh yeah, I'm going to do that this week. It all goes Pete Tong. So
if anybody remembers last week when Festa showed off his base brush after doing some dry brushing and his brush was like that.
Yeah.
This is what they're supposed to look like when they're brand new and out of the packet.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit minging, wasn't it, mate?
I'm going to use one now.
It's recovered a little bit, but it's now in the pile of brushes that will be used for only that.
It's in the pile of limited mileage. White first, and rather than trying to paint white over red, you dingle.
Yeah.
Dingleberry.
Tell you what I will do. Let's lose his head a minute, and then I can move him about without knocking.
Why don't I dry brush that? That would be easier.
Yeah, why don't you dry brush that, mister?
Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you just switch off the television set and go and do something less boring instead?
Blocker boots.
Sit at home, watch TV, blocker boots. blocker boots.
Yeah, I want blocker boots.
Yes.
You know what's going to happen? We are going to make a pair of blocker boots one week, aren't we? It's going to happen.
I've just put paint on my wet palette and I'm about to do dry brushing, so I've now just completely soaked my brush, so I'm just going to get a different brush.
Yeah.
And actually do dry brushing without putting paint on my wet palette. God damn it, Fox.
Yeah, what are you like?
Such a spoon. La 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 la. Bobbin says there has also been cake. Ooh.
Yeah, happy birthday, mate.
JC Bricks and Bill says, Colin, I may need to pick your brains next time when you're able to get to the hangout with printing, but only when you're free, buddy.
Yeah, sorry I have not been in. I was in hospital for a day, so things went a bit Pete Tong, but that's all I'll say.
John Alex Scale Modelling is in. Welcome, John. He says, hello mates, and Mark Shellard, Paul Lewis.
Mate.
So clearly Mark Shellard and Paul Lewis aren't his mate, but everybody else is his mate. Jeff lights in and says, good morning, Colin, Fox, and everyone in chat. Morning,
hello, Jeff. How you doing, mate? Let's put a bit...
I've got Zippy in my head now. Jeffrey. Hello, Jeff.
Yeah.
Right, painting. I've decided for painting the white things on these glyphs.
Yeah.
Instead of just painting them white, I'll do like I did with the white bits on the rest of the body. I'll dry brush the white on so you've got a hint of the rusty brown underneath.
Yeah, it's good effect.
Yeah, and it just makes it look a bit more weathered. Although the red's going to be painted just red, so. But then it just makes the white look a bit more worn. I could paint this whole damn thing with just dry brushing and it'd be absolutely kick-ass.
Hugh Gordon's in, saying hello. Hello, Hugh. How you doing, mate?
Hello, Hugh Gordon. Hello, my friend.
Well, buddy.
I could dry brush the red, couldn't I? I wonder if that would work. Oh, I wonder if that would work. I've never tried dry brushing Mephiston red. Mephiston red! Didn't even clean the brush. I just went straight into the red from the white. Because balls to the wall.
You're good. You're in hardcore mode, aren't you?
I've been riding a horse all day, so yeah. I don't know though. The red comes out looking a bit pallid and pastel-y and 1980s la-di-da, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Why don't you turn off television set, go outside and do something less boring instead? What was I watching the other day? For some reason, while I was waiting for Mama Fox to get her ass out of bed.
Yeah.
There's normally a lag between me waking her up and her actually getting out of bed. But
yeah,
I was watching, like, I started down some, like, you know, you go down the rabbit hole of like YouTube and Google.
Yes.
And I was like, I found myself sitting there watching episodes of The Herbs.
Oh, really?
Which I've never actually watched. I'm Parsley the Lion. It's like, what? I'd never actually watched it. I knew all about it, but I'd never watched it.
Oh, dear, yeah, I remember that. Oh, no, I know what's going to happen now.
And then I was watching something else. What else did I tumble into? Some other kids' programme.
I watched some
And there was some Why Don't... Yeah, I was reading the Wikipedia entry for Why Don't You?
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like, oh, God, really? I didn't know that Russell Davies, who does a lot of Doctor Who, did some directing on that.
Yeah.
I will give these glyph a shade over though later on.
Yeah.
But there you go. Just a dry brush of the red. I've got to redo the white because you can't really see because it's miles away. Yeah. But dry brush of the red, which means it has a hint of the brown underneath. Nothing better than a hint of brown.
Mark Shellard's got a good question. He says, if Bungle wore PJs in bed, does that mean he was naked all day? Exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The problem is, right, if you ever read Hotel New Hampshire by John Updike, I think it is, you can never look at Bungle the same again.
Oh, really?
But is it John? No, it's John. Somebody remind me if it's John. It's John Updike that wrote it. Hotel New Hampshire. There's a character in that who I can't. This has been so long since I read it, but if I remember rightly, one of the people that lives at the hotel is so painfully shy that they walk around in a bear costume all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of the characters who lives in this hotel, and I can't look at Bungle now without thinking of that character. That's pink. I can't use that now. It's pink. It's the one downside of using a fisted or any red paint. It's like it instantly taints your brush, and you have to go and clean it properly after that, or let it dry thoroughly.
Yeah, it's such a deep pigment, isn't it?
Jeff, you're a deep pigment.
Candygram from Mongo's in says, hi, Festa Foxx. A big hello to everyone in chat. Our very own Carl Sagan.
Ah,
you've done it again.
But the brain does much more than this. I can't remember the quote now. If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. That wasn't very good. I'll try another one in a minute when I can remember it.
Yeah, Google it, quick. No one will know.
No, I can't do that. Can you hear my keyboard going?
That's all right, mate. I'll take it you can audio and videos coming through okay, folks. You can let us know. I've got my monitor up. It says it's going at 100%, but it don't always mean that we're outputting.
But the brain does much more than just recollect. It analyzes, it synthesizes, it generates abstractions, like the concept of the number one.
Such a gift with language, didn't he, Carl Sagan?
He did. Where are they now? Oh, well, we know where Carl Sagan is. Poor Carl Sagan.
Yeah. He would have
you
loved,
are missed, my friend.
He would have loved Hubble and the James Webb telescope, wouldn't he? He would have
absolutely wetted himself over James Webb, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Really would.
He would have loved. He would have loved perseverance and ingenuity. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
I think he would be transfixed with the fact that Voyager's still going as well.
Oh, yeah. There's coffee in that there, Nebula.
Yeah.
You see what I did there? Voyager reference, you see? You see?
Good. You are good. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. Shambol.
Audio and video is fine. Thank you very much for the feedback.
Thank you very much for the feedback, people. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Sorry.
I know we keep asking on streams, but sometimes things can fall over and we don't realise until it's too late.
Yeah. The thing you'll learn about doing, if you ever do streaming, the thing you learn very quickly is that you have no way to know what people are actually seeing and hearing.
Yeah.
I don't really want to paint that, but I'm going to have to, won't I?
Yeah.
Spam dangulon.
Paul Lewis says audio videos. There's a huge red-haired planet that keeps blotting out the light. Oh, Fox has got his head on shot. Yeah. Bless him. Yeah.
Well, that's because
yeah,
I've got.
Because you're trying to see what you're doing, isn't you, mate?
It's because I'm trying to see what I'm doing, and I've got a stonking great stomper that I've got to try and somehow fit into shot, which is tricky.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Apologies if all you see is the backup fed. Oh, hey, you're knocking it over.
Yeah, I did that earlier. I dropped the stomper as I was getting it off the shelf, and I may have broke a couple of bombs off. So I had to do a bit of pre-show fettling to adhere them back in place. So
yeah, I wouldn't mind, but they're the trickiest things to get on in the first place.
Yeah, so a few dagnammits may have emanated.
Dagnammit.
This is why we're so impressed that we glued the arms on, aren't we, Fox? It's like...
Yeah, you're only supposed to glue the bloody arms on.
Yeah, it will be
Remind
magnets.
me never, ever to glue the arms on one of these things again.
Yeah.
Until it's painted. Because I reckon you could glue the arm on quite easily without making a mess of all the paint jobs, so...
Yeah.
Right, that's not exactly brilliant, but I know a shade will hide that sin, so...
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a perfect paint job around the edges.
And don't forget as well, this is the first stomper we've made, so lessons have been learned.
I don't know if I'd want to make another one, I'll be perfectly honest. I'd buy one unpainted and paint it.
Yeah, there is a smaller variant of this, isn't there? I can't think what it's called.
There is the... It's not a stomper, it's like a... It's the Morkanaut or the Gorkanaut.
Yeah, that's it, Gorkanaut.
It's like a fat walker, basically. Oh, a fat walker!
Yeah.
It's like a fat walker. And, yeah.
So there might be companions. What's a companion? Companions.
A companion!
Yeah. For it at a later date, so...
I've got like a bit of white dry brushing on the skull around on the red, and it just looks like somebody sprayed it with a rattle can. Like one of the grots has sprayed it when not done a very good job of it.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's just an excuse for bad brushmanship. I'll just shut up.
Hey, mate.
I can't deny it.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm just making up reasons why my brushwork wasn't as good as it should have been. La 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 la.
Yeah, but the beauty of it is it's oak.
It's oak, innit?
So, yeah.
It's oak. What is it?
It's oak. You can get a lot... You can get... I'll get me words out in a minute. You can get away with it with this.
You can get a llama through the eye of a needle, or what were you saying then? What?
Which is, you know, just as well.
Do you know what I had to go and do today?
What's that, mate?
I had to go on Wikipedia and look up "Save All Your Kisses for Me" because it's been in my head all day.
Oh, is it?
And I had to relent and actually go and watch it on YouTube.
Good man.
Because I've not heard it since about 1977.
Yeah.
But I've remembered it, and it's been in my, So I thought
Did you do
I
the
couldn't get it
dance?
out of my head. What then?
Yeah. You did, didn't you? You had your thumbs in the waistband of your trousers, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Come on, Mum, get up. Yeah, I can just imagine you. Come on.
Not like a chirpy Cockney, thumbs in the braces, but yeah. So I was like, it was in my head, and I was like, it's been in my head for a couple of weeks since we talked about it. I've not actually heard it since like 1977. I should really just go and listen to it. And it was exactly as I remembered it.
Yeah, I used to get that all the time coming from the East End. Oh, you must like Chaz and Dave then. It's like...
Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Oh, you must like being punched, smack.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, love them. Really do, yeah. My mum did. She didn't mind a bit of Chaz and Dave, but...
Yeah, but that's your mum. That's different.
You know, it's her generation, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Talking about her generation...
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, are you going to tell me, Mum, that she shouldn't be listening to Chaz and Dave? This is the woman who attacked giant ASACs. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you shouldn't be listening today.
Yeah.
Smack. Right, what colour shall I paint this, like, teethy mouth thing, do you think?
Teethy
Teeth
mouth.
in the mouth. Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily have to be white and black. It could be anything. What do you reckon?
What's your base colours for your scheme?
Blue is my base colour for death skulls.
And have you based that red, have you? So
Yep. So the skull is red with a white skull.
Why don't you do half of its face with a blue dry brush so it mimics the Braveheart facial paint? Do it as a real faded dry brush where it looks like it's come off.
What we're talking about, this skull or the mouth thing?
Oh, sorry, I was on about the skull. Sorry, mate, I didn't see the mouth.
Oh right. Oh no, I could do some blue on the skull. Actually, that's an idea. I'm just thinking on these glyphs what I could do for the mouth one.
Oh right. Okay.
I'm going to take advice from you. I'm going to let you advise me.
Yeah, do the inner part black.
Yeah.
Well, I say black, but probably one of your Dark Reaper or something like that, and then you can highlight the edges or whatever in black. The rusty bit, I'd do your blue faded dry brush again, but have it really faded so it looks like it's been there longer than the one next to it almost. You know?
Okay, that works for me. That works for me. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, tickly cough. All right, tickly cough last week.
Boom, boom, tickly cough. Boom, boom, boom. Squishy alert.
Super match game?
Squishy alert. Edward Leonard's in. There you go. John Alex says, do you have a local link shop that you go to?
A what?
A local ink shop. Oh, what? Where me tattoos, do you mean? Is that what you mean?
Oh.
Yeah, my friend does them in Southampton. He used to tattoo in Basingstoke, but he's got a studio now down in Southampton, so...
He used to tattoo in Basingstoke, but it was a long way to reach all the way from Basingstoke to Southampton.
Now he would come to me anyways, but when I got my diabetes, he basically said, hold off being tattooed for a while until you get all of that sorted, because there's risk of cellulitis or infections and things like that. And so I've not had any work done for a couple of years, but I've run out of space anyway. It's only me legs that I was getting worked on, but to be honest with you, the way things are at the moment, I need to be able to see the skin on me legs.
Yeah.
So I might be retiring from being tattooed now because that's the issue with my right leg. I can't tell. The same with my left leg, whether there's a problem.
I do actually want more tattoos. I got to the point about 20 years ago, I'm like, I don't know what I want and where now, and I've never been able to figure that one out, really.
I often get asked how many tattoos I have, and I just say one. Starts at my neck and ends at my ankles.
Yep.
But, it's each to their own, isn't it? You know, it doesn't bother me, you know, I don't really notice them.
I love my tattoos.
You know, so other people are fascinated because from a distance it's like a blur, but then when you get up you see like all the sleeve that's the Gandalf Lord of the Rings. I've got Iron Maiden stuff on the other arm and Biomech stuff all over me back, so yeah, people do find it fascinating. It's
a pity you have to lay off now, because you know what you'd be having now if you could, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
you'd be having orcs.
Exactly. So
you'd be having like Gazgul Thracker on your ass or something.
Yeah, it's one of them, innit? You know, I do. I've never regretted any of them, to be honest with you. I've often been asked that as well, and it's like, no, I don't regret it.
Remember when I got my first tattoo on my arm? I was so amazed that I had a tattoo and so proud. I basically drove around all the place with my sleeves like rolled all the way up. Just happened to be showing off my tattoo, leaning out the window, leaning out the window of the car. Oh, look, my tattoo showing.
Your entire wardrobe consists of wife beater vest top, doesn't it? You know, it's like,
yeah.
So, yeah. But no, a few of them I'd like to get re-inked because they faded, but again, I have to be cautious now, so...
Yeah. It's a shame, isn't it?
It is, because, it's an interest. Some people go out drinking. Some people spend their money on that. I used to always enjoy getting a bit of ink. But...
See, the thing with me is like I say, I wouldn't want. I've only got one that's off the shelf because I was like, you know, I want another tattoo, but I can't think of it. But I like this little tribal symbol you've got on the wall there. That'll do.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm aware it's a really corny tribal symbol that everybody in the world's probably got, so don't do it too big.
Yeah.
I'd really rather just do my own.
Yeah.
But I've never been able to figure out what to come up with the design and be able to do anything with it.
I mean, I've had a lot of cover-ups done. I've had tattoos that have been lasered off and removed. And then I got them covered then with fresh tattoos. So it's one of them, you know, it's... I don't mind them, like I say, you know, it's your life story at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
At different stages of your life, you can remember where you was when you had that tattoo done and why that design was done. A lot of them I created myself, merged different bits of art together and came up with my own take on things and went and got it inked, and that was it.
I mean, the one on my left arm, which I can actually show if I can get it on camera. If I can... It's that one. It looks dead old now. It's only tiny. And it's sideways. That was drawn by me on a Windows 3.1 computer in about 1994.
Yeah. Microsoft Paint?
With a mouse in Microsoft Paint. Yeah. And then printed out and taken. So, can you put that on my arm? And it's like... It's before graphics tablets and all that, so it looks terrible nowadays. It's like the little foxy character, but it's not.
Yeah,
quite.
But it was 8-bit. That's your excuse. See what I did there.
And it's but it's all faded away now. That one.
Yeah, I mean my back piece from a distance.
I beg your pardon.
My back piece looks like a Chinese dragon's head face on with demon's horns and shizzle like that. But when you get right close to it, it's actually made up of one half is like tranquil mountain scenes and all of that type of thing, and then the other half is my inner demons, all you know what I mean. And then it all makes up that image. So. Yeah, and a few people have taken a second look and just caught something. They're like, oh, I didn't realise it was, different things making up that image. It's like, oh, yes. So it took an age to get the artwork done, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a bar steward as well. It was, Yeah. It's smart to had that one.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not sure where I'd have one done on my body that wouldn't be utterly, utterly painful.
Well, they all are at the end of the day, mate.
Well, that's the weird thing. When I had the one done on my arm, my second one done, I actually found it not pleasurable, but it was like always quite relaxing.
Yeah.
It's like always like having a good scratch. It's like I've got a scratch in an itch. It was quite. He said, "Are you not in pain?" I went, "No, I'm actually quite enjoying it. It's quite relaxing."
I went and had Gandalf done, that one there, right in the crook of my elbow.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So of course, whenever I go and get blood work done, they go, oh, we've got to find a vein. I just go, yeah, there you go, right in his pupil, bang, and you'll get it. And but that's a 25-year-old tattoo, and it's still there. And it I've got all my starbursts and things, and dragons, and all kinds of demons and stuff. But it's
I don't
different.
know what I'd have if I had another one.
And then on that arm, I've got a trooper. I made an album artwork. Eddie's on my elbow. Biomech stuff going up to the plates. And then under my arm, I've got a movable hinge.
Movable hinge bomb.
So, yes. All different weird stuff. But
yeah, I don't know what I'd have if I had more.
And that's all you're going to see, folks. I'm not going to...
Yeah. Thing is, I've got far too skinny over the years since I had those other ones done. So if I had one now, no matter where I had it, it would hurt.
Yeah. I find anywhere that has got an underlining nerve, obviously, that's what does me. So my back, I couldn't have the lower part finished because there's so much scar tissue there now, and
no, you can't do anything with that.
So it's like I'd love to get it finished and all the colour work and shading done, but I'm damned with all the scar tissue, so it's like better left alone.
Yeah. I mean, I had the one on my right. What's the lower half of your leg called above the foot? The shin, but it's at the side.
Calf.
Yeah, on my calf. But what's the side of it? Is it still the calf?
Well, yeah, I would have gone inner and outer calf, innit?
Well, it's on the right side of, anyway, it's on that bit above
yeah.
the ankle. And that was goddamn painful because it's close to the bone. It's bony down.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's really painful. He was like, yeah, it's going to hurt that like a bitch.
Yeah, I got me right leg is, he says.
Puts his right leg in.
There you go.
Don't you go bending and stretching and hurting things.
Yeah. Ignore the patch in the middle. That's something else. Yeah, but, you know, I've got all the Malaysian or Samoan stuff done on there. And it goes right round the leg, that one. But, yeah.
Looks almost Maori, that.
Yeah, you know, that was fun having that done. But, yeah, I need to be able, dare I say, I need to be able to see skin on my legs now.
I think I'm being called to Mama Fox.
Yeah, no worries. Athol McNichol's in. He says, hi, Hugh, how's you? A bit tatties this morning down here, he says. It's taters down here, mate. It's temperatures dropped massively. You know, my missus is now wearing a fleece, Athol, but she is Scottish, mate. So the fleece has come out. And the womble boots. It's like, yeah, me feet are cold and her feet are pale blue, like, you know, it's like, bless her. So, yeah, it's now, as she says, officially effing cold. So, yeah. Scale model Muse is in, sneaking in, she says, and hugging Cole. Hello, my darling. Hope you're keeping well. Let's say an hello to Muse in the chat, because it would be rude if I didn't. Bung that in. Hope you're keeping well, Marcy, and everything's okay and all your family are safe and well. Go have a bit of that. But yeah, it's, you know, to have the same person tattoo me since, oh, blimey, my early 20s. But like anything, you find an artist and you stick with them, don't you? Are any of you out there tattooed? I know Marcy is. If you are, you know, what inspired you? Do you have any regrets? You know, it's... I think I'm going to change that to yellow on the front of there, because I can. She says we're all good. Glad to hear it, darling. Glad to hear it. Get that. A bit more. And we'll do the fist underneath as well. Getting that on there. Yeah, works better with black. Just a personal preference. Do it in a way where it looks like it's been painted over. Why not? Because it is look at the end of the day. That's what they do. Atal says, now wrong with a fleece in autumn, whereas I'm still in tees and shorts, but then I'm tough. Yeah, I'm the same, mate. I normally have my shorts on, but after things this week went a bit heat on, I've been told wear long trousers, try and keep my legs warm. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I am, believe it or not, I'm actually doing as I'm told. Yeah, shock horror. Who would have thought it, eh? One regret, I had a chance to get work from a famous artist, but kind of wish I'd done it. Yeah, when I was due to go out to America, I was hoping to try and get some work done by Chris Garver, but the trip never happened in the end because the pandemic hit and things like that. So, yeah, I'd like to have got a piece done by him. Other than that, you know, I'm happy. If I need to retire from it, so be it. A couple of my friends that are in the services, you know, especially the guys in the Navy, they've been all over the world and been tattooed, and yeah, it's beautiful work, especially some of the Far Eastern work. Absolutely stunning. So I would like to have got a proper Japanese piece by a Japanese artist. I would have Would like to have done that. That would have been nice, but it didn't happen. It's certainly become far more fashionable now to be what I would class as heavily tattooed, you know, full back pieces, Chinese sleeves, and, you know, it seems to be the vogue at the moment, especially with the footballers and that, you know, it's more prevalent. Whereas when I was getting my work done, it was still quite, I wouldn't say shunned, but you was judged, you know. Oh, look at him over there with his bald head and tattoos. He must be a criminal. And it's like, oh, really get over yourself. But yeah. But a lot of that seems to have changed. H had it for a while when we used to go swimming, because she has full back piece and lots of tattoos. And it was almost like other women look down their nose at her, and it's like, really? Come on. I don't know whether that's still a thing. I don't know whether other women that have been inked have the same problem. But it was certainly oh, look at her over there with her ink. It's, get over it. Paul D. Tommaso's in saying good evening. Good evening, Paul. Love to you and Dawn. Hope you're both doing well, mate, and keeping well.
Back just for a minute before she goes to bed.
No, it's all
Hello,
right,
Paul
mate.
and Dawn.
It's all right, mate.
Big hugs to whoever it was you're saying hello to, apart from as well as Paul.
Muse is in, saying
Muse.
Athol is in. John Alex modelling says you have graced us at Scale Model Muse. Yes, we are blessed. We are blessed. The queen of the community has regaled us with her presence.
Word regaled.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds very smart and intelligent.
Does, doesn't it, eh?
Where'd you nick it from?
Yeah, I stole it from someone, didn't I, mate? It's, yeah. Can't possibly be one of my own words, mate. Ding dong.
It's not, not the kind of words we use.
No, bloody hell. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm working off camera there. The thing is, I've put the camera all the way over there because I'm working on a dirty great big thing, and then I'm working on little bits which doesn't need the camera all the way.
Well, that's the thing we found, isn't it? Doing the Lehman Russ is far easier to do on a live stream than Big Stompa, because it is such a big old bench beast, isn't it?
You're a big old bench piece. Oh, bench piece. I thought you said bench piece.
No, bench beast.
You're a bench piece.
Oh, absolutely.
He's a big old bench piece, isn't he?
When you get back, I'll do my opening for you. I haven't forgotten.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, that sounded wrong, didn't it?
That just didn't sound healthy at all.
Don't be like Festa.
I'm actually using Corvus Black as a black here because it's a very dark grey.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it just means that if I want to go darker, like with the wash, I can do.
Yeah. Happy days.
Because the worst thing you can do is paint something black, actually black, because then you can't shade it.
Yeah, you can't add any...
You can highlight it, but you can't low light it.
So many people make that mistake, don't they?
So many people.
But then we used to, you know, we used to get the black paint out. It's like, yeah, paint that needs to be black, straight in. It's like, oh, can't add any contrast to it now, any shading or nothing.
Golden rule of painting black and white: don't ever paint black and white. Or at least don't paint the base of black and white. Keep the black and white for highlights. I could just move my camera, couldn't I? But I'll have done this moment I move my camera in, I'll finish this bit and be on the big stuff.
Yeah, and then it'll be, why did I move my camera?
Have you read all the comments up to all the comments, basically?
Yeah, I did the Fraser. Edward says he's got 9 tattoos, gave myself 4 of them, 2 on his wife and 2 on my youngest daughter that I did. Good man. Yeah, my boys, like their dad, are fully inked. Both have got full arm. Cal's got full leg tattoos as well, and he's soon to be undergoing his back piece. So,
but you've done it again, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a big old bench piece. Oh, bench piece. Oh, bench piece.
Oh, absolutely. When you get
When you get back, I'll do my opening for you. I haven't forgotten.
when you get back, I'll do my opening for you.
You stop going on about your back piece, thank you very much.
So yeah, it's ironic because my eldest lad was very, I'm never going to get tattooed, and he's got full sleeves now. It's like, yeah.
Yep.
You know, and all I said to him, don't have anything that can be deemed as controversial.
Yeah, and don't have anything that's going to be horribly dated with 6 months afterwards.
Yeah, you know, you don't, dare I say it, want to be walking around with tits and arse. You know, 'cause it's disrespectful, isn't it, to the women? You know, I mean, I don't have it because I thought, well, the last thing H wants to see is tattoos of other women all over me. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just really blatantly crass and sexist and not very intelligent.
You know, obviously nothing that's...
it's cringe, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, nothing that's racist or anything like that, and they're not anyway, but that was my only thing with them. Don't have a tattoo that you'll instantly regret. And don't
don't have a celebrity's face, because that's the worst possible thing you can do, because they'll either, within a year, they'll be forgotten, or they'll have done something so dumb. You
know, and it was, if ever you walk in with a Swazi or anything like that, you'll be walking straight back out again.
Yeah.
And that was it, but I didn't have to tell them that, you know, but...
No.
Yeah, I said, at the end of the day, I said, you know, that's instant regret. I said, because... And they don't hold that sort of view anyway, so...
No. They're good boys. They're good boys.
Yeah, but as a parent, you just owe it to them to... Yeah. I wouldn't say lay down ground rules, but, you know...
It's more just saying, don't get something that you're going to be embarrassed by a year later and have no way to get rid of, because you'd just be an ass.
Exactly. You'll get pilloried for it, and it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know, and...
Pilloried, I like that word.
Yeah,
I shall away. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry.
Bless him. But yeah, it's... My eldest boy, he's got one arm is full up with space nebulas and the Hubble telescope, all that sort of thing, very cosmosy. And then he's got a lot of cartoon art, that sort of thing on the other arm. Different characters out of Watchmen, things like that, you know, so... Cal's got a lot of tribal stuff. He's got a big ass portrait of David Bowie that goes right down one side of his ribs, because he's a huge David Bowie fan, and that was his tribute piece that he had done, and he chose the ribs and instantly regretted going for a full portrait tattoo on his ribs, but he took it well. All kinds of black and grey work all over his legs, different portraits and symbology and that's meaningful to him. Beautiful work. And he goes up and down the length of the country getting different artists to work on him. The artist that tattoos me tattoos my eldest son, so it's kind of nice that he's using the same artist. And so anyone out there got a famous artist that they would love to do work on them? I say I'd love to have got something done by Chris Garver and one of the Japanese masters. You know, that would have been nice, but it wasn't need to be. Want to slap as much yellow down on this as I can, and then I can come back and start detailing it. Marcy says, none of my heads yet, too damn ticklish, afraid I'd jump and ruin it. Yeah, I started to come round me sides from me back piece, but like I say, I've had to stop because of me diabetes side of things, especially with me legs, because of the problems I'm having. So I'd like to go back and get some touch-up work done on me, especially on my right arm, because there's some of my first Iron Maiden works that I had done, and the artist that done them sadly no longer with us. And I would like to get that work up just to bring it in line with my other work, but it's finding someone that will do it, because it's like a memorial, isn't it? It's another artist's work that's sadly passed, and yeah. And again, when I see people walking around with ink, I'm fascinated by it. I like to know the stories behind their choices, almost, you know, and look at the work quite close up. So, not in a scrutineering type of way, I just find it fascinating. It's art at the end of the day. You know, and I know quite a few folks that haven't got tattoos that are dead against them, you know, and I say, well, I respect their view. They need to respect mine. It's personal choice. I respect them for their choice, and they respect me for mine. So, I can imagine it's quite expensive now as well. Because I'm lucky I get all my work done matrix. So I can imagine first timers. I can imagine it's quite an expensive undertaking.
I am returned.
You are returned.
I am returned.
Mum's in the graceful slumber mode, is she?
I wouldn't say graceful.
Yeah.
That's the wrong colour. I've just picked up the wrong colour.
Bless.
Yeah, she's dispatched to the sleeping area.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's just, where are we? What colour was that?
Willingly, or is it under protest?
No, she goes to bed when she goes to bed. I get her up, but she goes to bed when she wants.
Oh, look at me. Apologies.
That's a completely different colour. Fantastic. No wonder that white didn't take. It wasn't the right colour. I'm like, why is this Celestra grey really transparent? Oh, because it's all through and grey. Brilliant. Well done.
Yeah. Well done, mate.
Hello, welcome to my brain.
Yeah. John Alex is signing off. I'm trying to cook up the signature dish. Cheer, mates. No worries, mate. You take care, buddy. Thank you for coming in.
Does he say what the signature dish is?
I think he's been asked the question. I'm waiting to see if a reply pops up.
Ah. Because you can't...
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Come back and do all of the metal later on.
All the metal. All of the metal.
So much metal.
I'll have to go with some rust colours later and tidy that up. All the metal in the world. I'll go back and do highlights and stuff or anything like that later when I've done shades. Fox, have you had a haircut recently? Says, I cut my hair last week because I've got some kind of skin irritation around the back of my left ear, and I had to cut the hair to have a look at it. And I had to cut my hair anyway. So I've got a little steroid cream to put on it, but I can't see it. So I had to sort that out.
Yeah, this is it. We're at that age where each year you get older, you get another cream or another pill to take.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It is, mate. No one tells you this at school, do they?
Yep. Literally, the moment I hit 50, all the old people things started happening.
Yeah.
It's the most annoying thing. And for some reason, I discovered a new form of spider this week.
Oh, right.
That I didn't even know existed. Which is quite common in the UK. And it's called the cellar spider, or the daddy long-leg spider.
Oh, right, yeah.
Not to be confused with the harvestman spider, which is also called the daddy long-leg spider.
Yeah.
This one is... The harvestman is the one with the little round body and the dead gangly legs.
Yeah.
You see outside on walls. This one, the cellar spider, is the same kind of thing, but it's got a normal spider body. But
oh, right, yeah.
Thing. And they live in like dark cellars and in corners and things like that.
Yeah.
And I've never even heard of it until like this week when I've had 3 of them in the house.
And that's strange.
Well, the first one was at the start of the week when I put my dinner down on the bench.
Yeah.
On the thing over there. Put my dinner down, plate, and then as I was just about to tuck in, something went from the ceiling. I was like, "Oh, hello!" So I went to get my glass and stuff, and it was on its way back up again. But I managed to catch it, and it was like body was about this big, but the legs were like that long. It was like, but they're like a fine hair. They were like the dangliest, gangliest legs ever. They were tiny little legs. They kind of stand up and go, "Hey," because they can't quite balance. So I've had 3 of them, and there's one in the toilet now, in the toilet room, in the corner. It's like I've never heard of them before, and now I've got 3 of them. Cellar spiders.
Yeah, coming out to haunt you, are they?
Yeah, it's like we've never had them in the house ever, and yet suddenly here we are. And they're quite common. They're an invasive species to the UK, but we've had them for so long now. They're just almost naturalised.
Yeah, almost got established then. Yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of weird.
Marcus Brun is in. He says, Colin and Fox, better be off. Laugh out loud. Have a good night. Take care, all. Take care, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Lovely to see you in, mate. Nice to see you. To see you nice.
Nice to see you. To see you nice. You alright? Didn't you do well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Marcus. How you doing, buddy?
Always nice to see Marcus, the purveyor of the world's best beard.
Yes. Oh, he's Captain Rex, isn't he?
Yeah.
Captain Rex, Sergeant Rex. I forget my Clone Wars lore now.
Yeah, he's really good beardage. He's got the beard that you desperately want.
Yeah, just look up Captain Rex in Star Wars Rebels or Star Wars Clone Wars animated series. That's him. Although I've only ever seen a screenshot of him on a low-res webcam, but that's good enough for me to understand he is basically Captain Rex.
Slap a bit of that up in there.
Beat the devil out of it. The surface of the earth is the shore of the cosmic ocean. Recently we've waded a little way out, and the water seems inviting.
Yeah.
The cosmos calls to us. If we do not destroy ourselves, we may venture out into the stars. We've been here before.
You says, learn the Latin names, Fox. There's less confusion that way.
Hey, Latin names of the spiders.
Yeah, Mew says she's 53 and has still not got any meds. Good for you, girl.
Yeah, jousy bugger.
Yeah.
Jousy bugger, as we say up north here. I need a rusty colour to tidy up that little thing there, don't I? Yeah. Yeah.
Edward Leonard says hi and bye to Marcus.
Hi, bye, Marcus. No. Learn the Latin names for spiders. I don't know what it's actually called. I'll have to look it up.
Spiderus, owl, skinny legs.
I shall wiggly dangly dangle. I shall look it up now while I'm waiting for that paint to dry.
Yeah.
Cellar spider. Do you want me to show you a picture of the cellar spider?
Yeah, do it, mate. Shall
I terrify people?
Yeah. Is it going to be as big as one of those droids out of War of the Worlds?
I've got a photograph that makes them look about 3 foot across, but it's just because it's... Oh, God, it can't be that big. It's probably really close to the camera. I won't show you that. I'm not going to give you nightmares. It looks about 8 foot across, but it's not. It's just close to the camera.
Yeah, this one's near and that one's far away.
Folcidae are a family of araneomorph spiders.
Oh, good name.
Including, there are 1,800 individual species of folcids, including those commonly known as the cellar spider, daddy long-leg spider, carpenter spider, daddy long-legger, vibrating spider, oh dear, gyrating spider, long daddy, and skull spider. I want to know what a vibrating spider is. Scientific name Folcidae, family Folcidae, C. L. Koch, 1850. Animalia is the kingdom, order Araneae, phylum Arthropoda. But that's for that family, not for the actual specific spider. Oh, here we go. It's the Pholcus phalangioides.
Oh, good name.
Pholcus phalangioides, commonly known as the daddy long-legged spider or long-bodied cellar spider, is a spider known as the skull spider, since its cephalothorax resembles a human skull.
No.
Its common name of daddy long-legs should not be confused with a different arachnid group with the same common name, the harvestermen, who are opiliones. Bip, 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 bip. The spider is considered beneficial in parts of the world because it preys on other spiders, including those considered dangerous, such as redbacks.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
However, when in human buildings, it will primarily attack, kill, and eradicate native spider species, and therefore this invasive spider species has already been considered as very dangerous for the native spider fauna. It is harmless to humans, and the potential for the medicinal use of their silk has been reported. I shall find a decent picture of it that's not particularly terrifying. Are you ready? Do you want to see a spider?
Yeah, go for it, mate. I'm all ears.
If you're in chat and you don't want to see a spider, put it in chat now. Unfortunately, my chat's behind the picture of the spider, so you're out of luck.
Oh, nice.
But they're really tiny. That makes it look massive, but they're not.
Yeah, but it's spider of goodness, mate.
Yeah, it's more like that kind of thing.
Happy days.
But there's one photograph that's got one in front of a skirting board that makes it look about 1.5 foot across.
Did you let out a squee noise when you saw it?
No. Well, when it was like that, and it came down in front of me, it was about 1 inch from my head.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out whether to panic because there was a spider right in front of me, or panic whether I was like, how the hell am I going to get that into a glass because it's above the ground, or panic because it's going to be on my food. So I ran out of the room to get the glass and the postcard, which was out in the hall, and I couldn't decide which would be worse. If it was worse that it would be on my food when I came back, or if it was nowhere to be seen. I was like, hang on, which one's worse? I can't quite...
Yeah.
I can't pass which would be worse. Would it be worse if it's on my dinner, or would it be worse if it's not anywhere to be found? Because that would probably be worse.
Yeah. Paul D. Tommaso says, I've got no tats, can't afford them, even though I wouldn't mind getting one. No idea what to have, and also not sure whether I can get one. I'm type 2 diabetic and have a lot of acne scars. Yeah, I'm type 2 diabetes, mate, as long as you let the artist know. But the only reason I've had to stop me legs is I get a lot of cellulitis and issues with my legs, and I need to be able to see the skin colour to know whether or not there's a problem. So I've had to stop getting my legs done. So
yeah.
As for my arms, I had burns tattooed over because I had burn scars on my arms. But yeah, I got tattooed over fine.
Is that wounds and burns from when you were microwaving Fray Bentos pies in the microwave with the lid on and everything?
No, I had a father that liked to put cigarettes out on me, mate. That's all I'll say on that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I told Mama Fox about the Fray Bentos pie.
Oh, did you?
She was like, I said, he made a Fray Bentos pie once, and she went, he did not put it in the microwave. I said, he put it in the microwave. She went like, what? I said, he put it in, she went, how old is he?
Yeah, 11. Yeah.
I said, don't forget he did a carburettor in the washing machine. And she went, I understand why he's not allowed in the kitchen.
Yeah.
She said, I'm on H's side. She's completely on H's side now.
Oh, yeah.
She sat there and she went, the boy's an idiot.
He's the correct answer.
Absolutely, H would agree with that.
Oh, yeah. H would like, yeah. Mama Fox has gone so far up now in H's estimations.
Oh, yeah. Somebody left a comment on one of my videos today, on today's live stream when I played some Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, right, yeah.
Somebody left a comment saying that they like my videos and stuff, and they were sad that they couldn't watch it live. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're an idiot.
Yeah.
But they're like, but like a good guy and I love watching you be an idiot. And I'm like, no, that's the kind of I can live with.
Yeah, we like being idiots. Idiots is
Don't
what
take this
we
the wrong
are.
way. You're an idiot. Woohoo! Idiocy confirmed. Muse says, time to go back to work, getting paid to waste time training new hires. I gave this lot a week and they'll be gone. Sorry, it's not a cake job. We actually work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the frustrating thing, Marcy, isn't it? When you're training up new people that you know don't have any intention of staying. It's like, really?
Yeah. Super match game.
Candygram says, best faults your way, Athol. He says, here comes the news I've been dreading all night, so I'm off, chaps. Yeah, no worries, mate. I hope everything works out for you, mate.
Take care, buddy. I don't know what to do with that bit.
And obviously, we got the Queen's funeral Monday, so yeah. So we've got all of that coming.
Aye.
A lot of people didn't think we'd be streaming because the Queen died, but it's like I've said, you know, at the end of the day, you go on YouTube, there's videos getting put up everywhere, so we're not being disrespectful by streaming at all. It's just, you know, dare I say it, life goes on.
For my channel, I don't actually care, so...
No, it's one of them, you know, a few...
For me, it's like... It's my job. If I don't stream, I don't earn, so I don't actually care if it's the Queen's funeral.
No, you know, obviously we're not streaming Monday, but, you know, a few people have gone, oh, you know, we're not streaming during the thing because the Queen died, and it's like, life's got to go on.
Yeah.
And dare I say it, YouTube's full of video content every day that's been uploaded, so we're not being deliberately disrespectful. It's just at the end of the day,
no,
this is a job.
It's sad that an old lady's died, but I don't actually care.
No, this is it. I'm neither. I'm neither a royalist or a Republican. Whoever's the head of state is the head of state. You know, it's up to them. But does it impact me? No.
No.
You know, and don't get me wrong. You know, people want to cancel their live streams because the Queen's died. Good luck to them.
Yes, it's their choice.
It's their choice. This is my choice. So.
Like I say, this is my living. I don't stream, I don't earn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not this, because this is your living, not my living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
But, yeah. And, of course, you know, people are glad we are because they're coming in, they're watching, they're tuning in there, you know, blah, blah, blah. And why not?
People that don't care and are like, I want to watch my things, but everybody's not doing stuff.
No, that's right. You know, I'm not an anti-monarchy person. I'm whatever, you know, whoever, whatever, because, you know, doesn't affect my daily existence. So.
Yeah, I'm just indifferent. It's like, I mean, I have a deep loathing of any kind of celebrity anyway.
Yeah.
And I count that as all, I count that
as
kind of celebrity nonsense in a lot of ways. So, it doesn't interest me.
No, I mean, I look at my granddad and people, you know, of that generation, they were staunch royalists, you know, and portraits up in the lounge, stood up whenever the anthem was on and all of that lot, you know. And I'm neither, you know what I mean? It is what it is, and it's sad that, you know, someone that served us has died. But should I stop YouTube streaming because of it?
Nope.
Not really, because...
No, not really.
Yeah. Just in case anyone else wants to have a dig at me for streaming.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Bring it. Bring it for me. I'll take it on.
Yeah, it's just really?
On my channel.
Yeah. Yeah, so we reckon we could put on a bit of the old normal.
Some people seem to forget that just because they think something's important doesn't mean everyone else does.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, you've been disrespected. Oh, God, really? Get over it.
It's like, you know, when my mate's nan died, did I stop doing what I was doing? No, because it was my mate's nan. It wasn't the Queen.
Yeah.
Why is it disrespectful? She didn't know me. She didn't give a flying crap about me. Why would I? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
All I think about it is there's just no television now, and all the news is just, it's like boring.
Yeah.
Bored of it now. It's very messy white colour. Oh, did a terrible job. Ugh.
I'm known oiling a gun barrel because you can.
Ooh. What was it before? It was normal, just lead belcher or something.
No, it was Reaper.
Oh yeah, doing the. Oh yeah, I see. So yeah, good. How many coats have you done?
This is only its first coat so far.
Oh yeah.
It should have about 4 or 5.
Yeah, make sure it don't pool underneath. Keep it smooth.
Yes, sir.
And you'll be good. You'll be good to go.
Okay, boss.
Yeah. Okay, boss man.
Oh, bless you.
I'm painting off camera because the camera's in the wrong place. I do
Oh, well,
apologise.
you had one job.
Apologies.
You had one job, folks. And he failed.
I set myself a no standard which I often fail to achieve.
Nice to see that you like to come down to my level.
Hey. I'm getting old now. It's more and more difficult to bend down that far.
Yeah. Yeah, you will find you start getting stuck between cabinets and other furniture.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that happens because I won't feel as daft then.
Well, I haven't got any cabinets like that, but I've got me like pasting table that is my workbench. So,
yeah.
And it's not like a crappy wooden one that you can knock over. It's a proper industrial. This ain't moving ever.
Yeah.
Like the proper industrial one that doesn't easily pushed out of the way. So if I fell under this, yeah, I'd be there for a while. On the plus side, there's probably a lot of little bits of biscuit crumbs and stuff I could survive down there for a while.
Oh yeah, well there you go. You've got sustenance then.
Yeah. What I'm doing on this red thing is I did that dry brush coat.
Yeah.
But I'm going in with actual red paint now, just splatting it on in blobs.
All right.
Just to make it look like there's chips. There's like red paint that's nice and fresh, but then the bits that are dry brush that are quite faint, they'll be like the chipped areas.
Yeah.
So it just gives it a bit of contrast there, so it just looks... It's not just uniformly dry brush red, and it's not just uniformly red, it's patchy. And it just looks like some of the paint's faded away and is a bit pink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. It's the old faded pink Ford Escort look.
Yeah. Ford and its Technicolor red paint job. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was the thing, wasn't it, in the 90s? Yeah, you bought a Ford. What colour? Red. Oh, I saw you coming.
Yeah, oh, yeah. There used to be one around the corner from me. It was like a 1982, maybe?
Yeah.
Soft top Ford Escort.
Yeah.
Cabriolet type thing. And it was one of those things where the little plastic window in the back of the foldy roof had just like cracked and was so old and like sun bleached that it had cracked.
Yeah.
And the paint was various shades of pink and faded pink.
Yeah.
But with a little bit of red every now and then where the sun didn't often shine. I never saw it move from the parked outside the house, so...
Paul Lewis says, Chips, did someone mention Chips? Panzer's in, saying hello. Hello, Panzer.
Hello, Panzer. Hello, my friend. How are you today?
Hope you're doing all right, mate.
He says, morning all, Festa hugs, Fox hugs.
Absolutely.
And I've just read Paul Lewis saying chips in capitals. All I've got in my head now is...
Yeah.
I've done the same thing on the blue, that kind of chipping effect that you can't see because it's miles away, I know.
Just imagine you doing full-blown Poncherello.
Yes. But the thing is that all I remember about chips is Poncho and the white guy. I don't know the other guy's name at all.
Larry Wilcox, wasn't it?
I don't know.
The
I can't remember
actor. I don't know his character's name, but
no, I can't remember. The only one I ever remember is some kid who wanted to go and watch the shuttle lift off, and it starts off with this kid in his bedroom.
Yeah.
And he's looking at posters of the space shuttle, and then there's something that happens throughout the episode, and there's probably a flatbed van being driven by a Mexican that rolls over and drops chickens all over the freeway, as there usually was.
Yeah, cardboard boxes.
Cardboard, and there's always crates of chickens, and then the kids gets to the shuttle launch, and that's the only one I remember from Chips. Terrible theme tune, though. Terrible theme tune. so bad it was just bad. Now that white paint job on there on that sign is a bit rubbish, but once it's got a Agrex Earthshake coat on it,
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do the skull. What I'm going to do is the red and the blue I'll do with the null oil, and then the white skull and the white bit around the spanner. I'll do as Agrex. Spantacular. Spanner. Don't forget, folks, if you're watching this but you're not in the live chat, come and join the live chat.
Yeah.
And if you are in the live chat, ask us questions. You can do @Festa67's workshop to get Colin's attention in chat. You can put @Model Making Guru if you want to get my attention, and it puts our names in an orange box. Or you can do a super chat by pressing the dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. Oh. That way we can't miss your comment. If you are watching this embedded somewhere, and you're not to join the live chat, click on the YouTube icon in the bottom right hand corner of the video player. That will take you to YouTube, where you can continue watching and join the chat.
Exactly. Chat is where all the groovy folks live.
For some reason in my head then, and I do not know why, but my brain works in such a strange way.
Oh dear.
For some reason in my head decided to do an audio flashback to the Heart of Darkness and Bob Peck going, "She's my wife, now she's dead." It's the one line I remember from Heart of Darkness. You know, the kind of nuclear thriller thing in the 80s.
Old Tomazzo said it was Poncho and John Baker.
John Baker, wow, could they just get any more of a white name?
Yeah.
Let's call him like Whitey McWhite Man. Pallid McWhite Guy and Poncho.
Yeah.
God, John Baker.
It's funny how most people remember just Ponch, don't they? And
well, yeah, 'cause
I can't remember a single storyline from it at all.
No, but that's because like Poncherello was like, the actor was just, he was kind of memorable, whereas the other guy was just bland and white.
What's his name, wasn't it? Eric Estrada, wasn't it? He was like a walking set of teeth, wasn't he?
Yeah. And he had a certain charm to him.
Do you think he was the first person who had his teeth whitened? Because they were white, weren't they?
Yeah, Americans have been having that for hundreds of years. They were having teeth whitening and replacements when we were still building sewage for the first time, sewage systems. Right, what was I going to do? I was going to do a thing, and the thing I was going to do was, I don't know. Now, what colour do I paint that?
Oh, that was nice.
Ooh, hello. I think I shall do. You know what I could do?
It's going for it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Tell me. I want to know.
I'm going to do a thing. Hang on, I've got to plan this now. I'll see if you can guess what I'm going to do. I will need Avalanche Sunset.
Oh.
I will need real yellow.
You're going to do some checkers.
No. In fact, I won't need real yellow. Oh, yes, I will. I will. And I will need Corvus Black. In fact, no, I'll need Mechanica Standard Grey, actually. And then Corvus Black. Dibba.
You painting bombs?
No. I'm painting. I'll just do Corvus Black, screw it. I'm going to paint what will be black and yellow.
Plates. Saw.
Now, what pattern will be black and yellow? Oops.
Checkers.
No, apart from checkers. This paint's really separated out.
Chevrons, bombs.
Yeah, I do mean chevrons, my little hazard stripe things.
Yeah.
I'm going to put them around the edge of that little walkway there for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, you're good. You
Just
really
because
are good.
It's only a small area, and I can get away with messing it up a bit if I have to. Right, I need to just stir that with something because it's just gone to pot that. Let me get a stirring device. Stirring balls. Oh God, that's ooh. That's like mostly water with a lump of paint in the bottom. That really is just all settled out. Oh, really? That's not even usable, I don't think. I'm not sure.
Recoverable. We got any, what's his name? Leveling thinner. Oh
no, I don't need. It's not thinner. It's basically a pot of water with a lump of paint in the bottom.
Oh.
It's separated out. It doesn't need thinning. It needs thickening. I think I might just abandon that and just get another pot of it. It kind of looks like.
Hot has seen better days, has it?
I've never used it before. I don't think. I've never seen that do that before. The paint to actually separate out. It's like, look there. Have I got another pot of Avalanche Sunset? Let's find out. Before I decide. I'm sure I have. Yes, there we go. I think we'll sacrifice that pot. Or at least not use it at the moment.
Yeah.
See if we can fix it later. Fix it later, Tom.
That's one of those. Here's one I prepared earlier moment.
Here's one I prepared earlier. Yeah, that is a stick. That might be one I inherited from someone, so it's probably really old. Avalanche Sunset, one of the nicest colours. There we go. It is one of the nicest colours. Such a nice colour.
Didn't they recently get rid of the rattle can of that, though?
They did, the bastards.
Yeah, it's like, really?
Which is great, unless you paint, like, Bad Moons.
Yeah, exactly. It's like...
Or you paint Emperor's Fists of Evil, or whatever the yellow Space Marines are called.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Deprive us of the colour that we, yeah.
Yeah, I think just some people, I assume it was because it didn't sell very well.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Maybe a lot of people didn't use it, maybe? I don't know. Who can say? I'm going to move my camera closer in because it's ridiculous being all the way over there when I'm all the way over here.
Is it mocking you, is it, mate?
No, it's just stupid being like a mile away when I'm painting tiny things. But now nobody can see because of the hand of the gods. The hand of painting. Blankety blank checkbook and pen.
Your checkbook and pen, free for £1.
Super match game. Right, I don't know if I'm in focus, so no idea.
Yeah, you're looking focus here, mate. Which probably means you're not then. Mind you, though, my eyes of seeing this aren't exactly the greatest.
Yeah, because mine aren't that good that I would be that confident.
Yeah. There's me going, yeah, fine, and you could be as blurry as a blurry thing.
Yeah. Yep. What noise? Can't hear a thing.
Yeah.
Do. Mama Fox makes me laugh sometimes. I've got in this habit of I'll make her a cup of tea and she's got one of the sippy cup things with two handles and the little lid with the sippy cup bit. And it's like concave. So what I do is when I take her a cup of tea, I'll put like a little handful of like raspberries or blackberries in the cup lid just so she can eat them because it's getting some fruit in her basically.
Yeah.
So she'll get there and she calls them passengers. There's passengers on that cup.
No.
And I did it once. There's a whole family of them. She went, I'll eat them. But the other day she went to take a drink and totally didn't even look properly and like basically picked up the cup and there were like 7 blackberries on it.
Oh.
And she took a swig and it was like blackberries everywhere. She went, I said, how did you not notice? And she went, I wasn't paying attention.
Bless her.
I said, haha, you admit it. Right, now.
Tricking your poor mum, are you?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're getting this bit painted yellow. Now it's going to be not a neat paint job because it's painted by a grot paint, so it's not going to like be reflected on the inside of it or on the outside. It's just going to be poorly painted on the outside, just to warn people that there's a ledge.
Yeah.
Especially if you're standing on it, so you can't see the warning colour. It's most important that you don't see the warning colour telling you they're on a ledge. So logic dictates you don't paint it on the bit that you can see when you stood on it. But while I'm here, is there anything I can do on the head that could have hazard stripes on it? I'm sure there is.
Oh yeah, it's like every time you sort of You sit there and you think, yeah, I'm happy with that. You then think, yeah, but there's still so much more to be done.
Yeah, I'm going to do that plate of metal there with hazard straps on it as well, for no reason at all.
Just because you can.
Other than I can. Well, I may as well while I'm here. I might almost paint some other bits.
Yeah.
I'll use the paints I've got out. I like painting hazard stripes. It's challenging but fun.
That's the thing. As long as it's fun, mate.
Aye. Oh, ping. I can see myself getting carried away here and having to end up, rather than doing like an all-over wash at some point, doing like a wash on this bit and a different wash on that bit and a careful wash in this area. And yeah. But on the blue armour, I'm not going to do a wash. I'm going to do enamel stuff on that. I'm not going to do a null oil or... I was debating whether to do it, but it'll just get rid of all that subtle dry brushing that I've done. You know, to get like the faded blue paint look.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
It'll get rid of all that, so...
Yeah, you don't want to undo that. That's a nice bit of work you've done there.
Yeah. It saves me doing any kind of chipping. So... What are you doing? Not told us what you're doing for ages.
I've just non-oiled and agraxed earthshade my chimneys.
Chimblies,
yeah. I've just
Chimbley
done
dude.
I've done 3 coats so far on that gun barrel. So I should do another couple of coats on there. Done a couple of bombs with base paint. Yeah. It's like I say, it's like, yeah.
And how are you feeling now?
All right, mate.
You feeling like you've made... I've just moved my camera in and I've got to paint something on the big boy and it's like, oh no, I'll have to leave that.
Yeah, it's beginning to make progress. It's like anything, isn't it? You sort of finesse a few bits and then you're like, yeah.
Yeah. I know what I can do.
So gradually I'll bring the arms in so they start blending with the body a bit more.
Oi, wind your arms in.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this face paint effect. I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've not even thought about any more work on the edge yet. It's like, yeah.
I'll do it as a slightly thinner than normal paint layer. So I can build it up.
That's what I was going to do. Just clean any brush. Paul says, has anyone tried Green Stuff World's Rhymer? Is it any good? I lost a full bottle of UMP because it was stored out in the shed and it was frozen and thawed several times over.
Dope.
I've not tried their primer, to be honest with you, mate. So I don't honestly know, Paul even.
No, I don't know.
I've not tried their primers, mate.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the UMP / Stanar Res / whatever. You can't go wrong with that stuff, to be perfectly honest. It's always worth trying new things. You might like it, but
yeah,
you can't go wrong with UMP. If it works, if it ain't broke.
Exactly. Does what it says on the tin.
Yeah. But yeah, it's always worth trying new things. So, best way to try it. Best way to do it is try it on something you don't care about too much.
Yeah, get yourself some cheap ass placky spoons or whatever. You know.
Placky spoons! Yay!
Bit of spare styrene or whatever, you know, spray some of your old sprues, you know. It's...
Yeah.
I say I used to use paint mules, you know, a cheap ass Airfix kit, but now I just get a spoon out of my stash there, paint that, see how it goes.
Yeah. See what happens. What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
Dr. Pepper, what's the worst that can happen? We had a very happy day the other day. We've discovered that we had a whole crate of Dr. Pepper we'd completely forgotten about.
Yeah. Retro Rabbits in says, can't stick around. Hope it's a fun night. No worries, mate. We're only doing a short show tonight anyway, so.
Yeah.
Because.
There's a quick glaze. Oops, not on camera. Quick glaze of blue there.
Oh, nice.
Not a glaze, but slightly thinner than it's the same. It's actually the same blue as you see on the rest of the thing. It's just because I'm putting it on thin, on white. It looks. And what I'll do is when I do a shade over that specific blue bit, I'll do an Agrax shade over the white bit, but over the blue bit, I'll do a Drakenhof Nightshade shade. If I do any kind of weathering on that, and what I'll do is I'll get some more of that Thunderhawk. Well, it's quite a nice. I do like this colour. It's a really nice colour. But this way I can make it look like a. Because when I do it on the dudes, it'll be like a faint glaze because it's supposed to look like a tattoo. So I don't want it to be a solid blue colour. What we'll do is we will do some awesomeness. I will. Right on camera, I'm doing it again.
Have you been special?
Yep. Thank you very much for being so special. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much.
That's what we did there.
Very, 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 very much. Bam.
Everyone saying hello to Retro.
Hello, Retro, my friend. The geese fly low over the Kremlin. Acknowledge. Now, I'm just making up a pattern now, you see. I'm just going willy-nilly. I like that phrase.
Yeah. So are you game streaming later today?
Hopefully, Mama Fox allowing, I will be doing more cyberpunking.
There you go. Keep an eye out, folks. That one.
Yeah, it probably won't. If it goes on, if I do it, it'll be about 5 o'clock, but it won't go up till about 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes and peepers peeled.
Keep them peeled, folks. Keep them peeled.
Peel your peepers. I'm not really sure this pattern works, but it's worth a try. It's worth a punt.
Everything's worth a try, mate.
All right. Do 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 do. Beat the devil out of it. So what's your belly and beverage then, Fest? You never said.
I had a couple of ham wraps earlier.
Aim wraps.
A cup of rosy. So yeah. Later
Is
on.
Is that like the London version of an armoured car, an ham wrap?
Ham wrap, yeah, you got it.
See what I did there? See what I did there?
I did see what you did there, mate.
You were very impressed, weren't you?
Yeah, I was massively impressed, mate.
Good lad.
What have I got for dinner? I think it's sausages, mash and beans, as far as I know.
Sausage, mash and beans!
I'm a man that's easily pleased when it comes to food.
Yep.
Quite set in me ways.
H probably is grateful for that.
Yeah, it's like, are you sure you don't fancy anything? No, it's Friday, it's bangers, mash and beans day.
Pie, mash and lekker, or whatever the equivalent is.
Yeah.
You're going to have to send me some liquor somehow so I can try it on a pie.
Yeah, I'll get her to make some. Freeze it and I'll send
I don't know how.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that you'd have to freeze it.
Either that or I'll get her to give you the recipe.
Oh, yeah, I don't do cooking.
Silly me.
Me cooking, just never. I don't think so, young lady. I like to eat, not
Something about pie mash and liquor. It's just like, yeah, it's got to be done.
Well, it's the fact you can make it into a song.
Yeah, pie mash and liquor. Yeah.
Pie mash and
Folks,
liquor.
talking of songs, underneath the
arches. It went a bit evil at the end there.
I know. Yeah.
Und now the pie, the mash und the liquor, ja, das ist richtig.
All that time we've been in and we hadn't done our song. Shocking.
Our song. Sounds like a radio program to me, that.
Yeah, Simon Bates, our tune, isn't it?
Yeah. Now what I can do with this glaze here of the blue is kind of be a bit finicky with it and messy so that I can fade it. Because I'm doing it as a glaze.
Yeah.
If I'm careful, I can sort of brush it up and fade it out the top. So it's not just a solid blue.
Yeah.
But I can get like brush marks and stuff so it looks kind of patchy and faded. Which might not work at all. It might be complete garbage, but...
Hey, mate, don't worry about it. As long as you're happy. It's your model.
Yeah. It works in my brain. A lot of things work in my brain. My brain is a very strange place. My brain is a very strange place.
Get that similar. Funny, we think we're progressing really well, and then you look and you think, yeah, I've got the head there, I've got the grot tank, yeah.
I've done bugger all, haven't I? Yeah, you've done bugger all, mate. Oh.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah.
Progress made? Minimal. Yeah. Fie. Curses.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. Would have been done if it hadn't been for them meddling kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Scooby-Doo reference, yeah, I know. I need to get out more. Yaggy.
Yikes. Oops. I keep banging my big gun.
Yeah, not mine off earlier. That sounded wrong.
Steady now.
Yeah.
Here's a tried and tested technique for you.
Go on.
Bit of paint at the bottom there that I've just messed up. Hang on.
Hold up, let's clean me brush off.
No, you don't have to watch. I'm
That's
just
all right.
saying.
You're demonstrating, so I'm just...
Bit of thin paint glaze there. Like that. Wet your brush. And then blend it away.
There you go.
Try not to make a mess of the white bit.
Yeah, otherwise it will end in tears.
Yeah, I made a bit of a mess of the white bit then, so let's see if I can fix that ever so slightly. Yeah, some slightly thinned white, just tidy that edge up. There we go. But yeah, if you want to get a sort of simple glaze, just I put it a bit too thick there, I think, but just put your glaze down, then tease it away with a wet brush. Clean your brush off and tease it away. Now, I will be putting enamels and stuff on there later, so it's all good. It'll all blend away. Don't take away my breakaway.
Ah. You need to get out more.
Mm-hmm. I realised today, having a conversation with one of my friends, what the longest earworm ever is.
Yeah, go on.
As in the one that's been an earworm for the longest ever. That line doesn't work there at all. That little angle there just doesn't work for me. I need to paint over that, I think. Deep Space Nine theme tune.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because I realised it's been in my head since about 1998.
Yeah.
On and off. Because I used to like be humming when they're doing stuff and I'd be humming it away all day, and it was like, God, years it's been in there.
Oh.
That's a hell of a... This hasn't gone quite as well as I expected.
Yeah, lost your audio for a little bit there, mate. I don't know what.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't know whether it's my end or your end. It was a bit like one of those broadband dropout dings going on.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. So I don't know whether the audience had a drop in Fox's audio there. Might just be...
don't know, is Sarah Jane celebrating?
Yeah, it might just be my end, but I don't know. Yeah, I lost you for a minute there.
Yeah, I don't like that angle there I've painted. It just doesn't work. It doesn't fit. I could paint over it, but it's going to be an obvious line now.
Chip it right down then so it's really faded.
No, I can paint over it, but I'm going to have to try and make it blend in, and it's... I'll end up with this bit here being quite dark. I can live with it, but it's just... it'll niggle at me.
What would you say to me?
I don't know. Sort it out. I'll be fine. We'll see what I can do with it.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out.
If you bring it down the tad, you're just out of shot there. Yeah, there you go. Folks will be able to see what you're up to then, mate.
It's always a winner, isn't it?
Oh, right, Panzer. Okay, I didn't... Yeah, I started going through all my settings here, thinking it was me. He said, yeah, there's a lot of buffering with Fox's stream. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know whether it was me, mate, but yeah.
Let me check my broadbanding speeds.
Yeah, I've had it a few times since we've been on stream and thought it was mine playing up, but...
Let's do a speed test.
I like it. I like it when you do speed tests.
Let's have a look. No, 15.5 meg, that's all right.
Yeah.
Could be StreamYard.
Yeah, it could be, mate. It's almost like a bit of lag. You know, you get that noise before someone drops out. A bit like that.
You mean like a crappy old Skype conversation?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
It's probably Lynn's broadband. You know, she's only got like 1K dial-up.
Yeah, that's what it is, mate.
Blame it on Lynn. Sorry, Lynn.
Yeah, Lynn's online. She's stealing our bandwidth.
Yeah.
Panzer says, yeah, he noticed it earlier on Red Dead as well. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's something at my end then.
Yeah.
That's weird. But that's weird.
Yeah.
Hang on. Are we sure it's not just Panzer that's got stuttering?
No, Panzer said, yeah. Anyone else in the chat having a similar problem?
That's concerning.
But yeah, on and off throughout the stream, I've noticed it. I keep looking up thinking it's imminent that I'm going to drop out, but it's not anything here. I've just checked on my system to make sure everything's going out as it should, and the stream's saying healthy this end. So
don't know what it could be then. Because I mean, you're not dropping out at my end, so
no.
How very odd.
These things happen, mate.
Yes, I wasn't showing any. When I did my stream today, it wasn't giving me any drop frame warnings or anything like that. So it could be YouTube, of course.
Not got a Windows update?
Oh no, then again, it's just no. I've got that turned off.
Because there's been one this week that came through. Because when I switched off the other day, it came through. When I switched the updates back on, should I say?
No, mine are paused at the moment.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was having dropout in the hangout early this afternoon, says Panzer Cat.
Yeah.
It was fine for me, Fox, says Edward on Red Dead. Don't think anybody else has said it's... Oh no, Paul said it's been spluttering all night, including Red Dead. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. It could be my microphone cable. If it's just my audio.
Yeah, it's only audio, mate.
Oh, that could be a microphone cable then, perhaps. Is that if I do that? La 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 la. Don't know.
Yeah, it's came through fine. It's just a random thing every now and then. It just goes a little
I did
bit.
notice playing back one of my videos once I had stuttery audio, actually.
Yeah, just seemed a bit
Once, it was
shonky.
like- Yeah, I did pick that up on one of my videos once.
It's old age.
Never
That's
did.
what it is.
Never did figure out what it was. Yeah, it's because I'm 50 now. Never did figure out what it was.
It's Microsoft's fault. How's that sound?
I blame it on Chris.
Yeah.
Through and grey. Nobody told me that in the chat on my stream, though.
No, I just thought I'd ask, mate, because I didn't know whether I was about to drop out myself. You know what I mean? It was like...
No, I mean, nobody on my stream today told me that I was dropping out. Okay, Panzer, when it was dropping out in my stream earlier on, was it the game audio or just my microphone audio that was dropping out? I could always go and have a listen back, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can just watch this back. You'll see. I mean, it's not a problem. I just thought it was something at my end that I had to have a looky out.
Yeah. I mean, it is a problem ultimately because
Yeah.
it means I'm giving people crappy audio, but we shall persevere.
I am sure it'll be fine in the end.
Beep. Ooh, hello, all the sounds.
Yeah, you can have all
the farmyard sounds coming out today. Willkommen auf dem Farmyard, ja. Do.
She died during the week, didn't she, Mrs. McCluskey, Bridget the Midget?
Yes, that sent me off reading all about Grange Hill on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And I actually found the clip of the only bit I remember of Grange Hill, which is where the students all go to protest to get Scruffy McGuffy back on because he was fired or something.
Oh, Bullet never seems to age, does he, Mr. Baxter?
Who?
Bullet, you know, the one with the baldy head and the beard.
I don't remember him. I don't remember him.
Yeah.
Was he?
Go on.
Oh, was he the PE teacher or something?
No, I'm trying to think of what he taught now, Bullet, but
I don't remember that much about them. I very barely remember anything. I just remember that one sequence where they went on strike or protest.
Yeah. Good old Grange Hill.
Who do we want? Scruffy. I'll leave that to dry for a moment. I shall do another coat of the yellows. My coat of the blues is drying. It's quite funny in the Wikipedia description.
Yeah.
It describes that theme tune that it was a piece of library music that they used for some of the seasons, the one we all know.
Yeah.
And it actually says, it remarks on the fact that Give Us a Clue used the same piece of music.
Yeah.
And it says, quite remarkably, Give Us a Clue used the same piece of music at the same time.
Yeah.
As if they're saying, we don't know why they did either. It was a really stupid idea, but hey, they did.
Yeah, it's one of them, wasn't it?
So why would you, I don't know. Does seem a little bit of a strange decision, that.
Wanted to get as much out of the music as possible, probably. I don't know.
No, it was just a piece of library music.
Yeah.
That somebody wrote years before. It just happens that it's like, did nobody at the Give Us a Clue production company actually realise, hang on, this is the Grange Hill music that they've been using for Grange Hill?
I think most people remember the flying sausage, don't they? And go, why?
Oh, yeah.
Why was the sausage there?
It was just don't know. There's actually a blog about it called Sausage Blog, I think.
Yeah.
About Grange Hill. And why you'd have a podcast about Grange Hill, I don't know. But I found that clip of the protest, and all I thought was, God, it looks so depressing in 1980s and grim.
Yeah.
And half of them are probably dead by now.
You them are, yeah.
I was reading up, and there's like one character, one actress who, the character in the series died by falling out of a window.
Yeah.
And then the actress died about 4 years later by falling out of a window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the irony, isn't it? It's like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she fell off a balcony while she was drunk and under the influence of drugs, apparently. But it's like, whoa.
Typecast until the very end.
Yeah, all the way through.
Yeah, strange show. It's got a cult following, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Lasted long. It was one of the longest. It was classed as one of the longest running sitcoms.
Panzer says it seems like it was a stream issue, but at the time he thought it was his local 4G playing up. So
I do not know. I do not know. Oh, you're on a mobile device. It's probably a mobile device then.
Should we blame Chris?
I'll blame it. I'm blaming from watching on a mobile device.
Yeah, but more than one person have said so. Yeah.
It's still Panzer's fault.
It's still Panzer's fault, is it? Okay.
They're obviously on Panzer's mobile broadband, so there you go.
Yeah, that's why.
Problem solved. Phone soon. Premium search. Problem solved. If I put a fingerprint in that piece of paint one more time, I'll just scream.
Edward says, yeah, must be the UK internet. He says, you aren't dropping out to him, though. No, it's just every now and then we get a little bit of with the audio, that's all. And he's dropped out, and I've dropped out. Yeah, we both dropped out then.
You just went back and then went quiet.
Yeah, that's what you've been doing all night. Yeah, we both had the circle of gloom on the black screens just then. So.
Oh, did we? I didn't see that. It's probably streaming I've been. Oh, and it can't because I was doing it earlier.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it. There's nothing we can do about it. So.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Consider it an interactive element, perhaps, of the stream for tonight, folks. I'm not sure I'm happy with painting that blue on the jaw, but it's been done now, so it's too late.
See whether I can check my system online there. Is that a lucky look?
I mean, it could be a StreamYard issue. Could be something on the ingest that's affecting the signal from me and then a bit from you, maybe. I don't know. But then it wouldn't have happened on my stream earlier, so. It could be YouTube's having a problem. I don't know.
It's looking fine. It's 291 download and 19.5 upload.
Mm-hmm.
The internet connection's very fast and stable.
Stable genius.
So it seems happy enough there, so yeah. Something intermittent.
Yeah, you're intermittent.
Absolutely. We'll see how it goes. If it goes off, it goes off. I mean, we're not on late anyway tonight. So.
No. It's 5 to 2. You wanted me to remind you when it was.
Yeah, we'll come off at half past 2, folks. Because I have to be good at the moment and go and elevate my legs.
Half past.
Oh no!
Stop going over there, Fox. The camera's there.
So we got that. What else was it I was thinking?
I feel like I've done much tonight.
No, same here, mate. It's itty-bitty stages, mate, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I'm not pleased with the blue I've done on the jaw, but I know once I put loads of weathering on it, it'll probably look fine.
Yeah, this is...
I'll be fine with it.
Edward Lender says could be the porn update. That's what he did there.
Yeah. Is Lex downloading prawns again?
No, I think he's gaming.
Oh, well, there you go. Then it's his fault.
No, because he does all of these on the Wi-Fi. I use full-blown network, and our router is super quick. As you said, I've just run the speed test. So, yeah.
I still blame him.
Yeah, bless him. It'd be like, yeah, tell it to the hand. I'll be all right, mate. That told me, didn't it?
Yeah, that's you told. I had a look today at my provider's website, and they are beginning to roll out FTTP.
Oh, dun, 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 dun.
Not where I am. It's not available to me yet.
Oh,
But,
Lamekins.
it looks like they're going to start rolling out fibre to the premises, but for basically the same, cheaper than I'm paying now for fibre to the cabinet.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the package, and it seems I can no longer get just broadband from them now. They have to give you a phone line as well, which is, I don't use that. I've been with them for years, so I get just the broadband. So I'm stuck with it for now. But then it looks like I can save some money and get fibre to the house when they get it. Yay!
Yeah.
And I can put up to 12 trillion megablaps.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole new world for you, isn't it?
Well, I was like, wait, that means I can stream at 4K? Oh, wait, no, I can't because my computer can't cope with that. Oh.
It used to be the thing where Fox used to be able to sit there and say to me and Chris, when your system's as fast as mine, your broadband's as good.
Yes.
And then suddenly the tables turned, didn't they? And it was...
Well, this is the funny thing, you see, because I was like, oh, that'd be great. If I can get fibre for the premises, then I can do like real proper 4K game streams. And then I thought, well, no, I can't because my computer can't deal with that. My computer can just about handle taking a 1440p ingest and sending it off at 1440p. It can cope with that. So I'd still be stuck streaming at 1440p, but I could have 1440p, but I have like 50,000 bit megabit bit rate.
Your motherboard spec is very close to what I've got. Your problem is you don't have games graphics card.
Yeah, I know.
Because you're using the onboard stuff, you know.
Yes.
But motherboard wise, you could easily do it because same motherboard as I've got, basically. Same processor.
Yeah. Well, it would also be ironic because if I got that right now, my computer would struggle to. Well, I mean, my computer could quite happily ingest 4K from the console and then spit it out to Streamlabs, but my CPU would be running at like 98%.
Yeah.
The other irony is that I got an Xbox Series S purely because I wanted to be able to. I didn't need to go up to 4K, so I can do that at 1440p, and I don't have to keep switching the cables around. But now, if I got the super fast broadband, it'd be like great. Now I can go. I could theoretically go above 1440p, but the Xbox Series S stops at 1440p.
Oh, does it?
Well, it doesn't, but most games will be up to 1440p. So I'd either have to keep swapping my Xbox Series X around, or I'd still be stuck at 1440p. But I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I can just up the bit rate. I can do 1440p, and I'd be able to just up the bit rate massively to like 40 or 50 megabits, so it'd be crystal clear.
Oh,
1440p.
Nice.
But I was watching today a playback of today's stream, and it's using the YouTube's codec, the 1440p codec. It's so much better than it used to be.
Oh yeah.
When I was streaming before at 1080p, which was garbage.
Makes a difference, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, just going to 1440 and getting that other codec is just like absolute night and day.
It was like purely by accident, wasn't it? That it was like.
Well, the thing is, I've been able to do 1440p all along. I just didn't realise it.
Yeah.
I didn't understand Streamlabs, and I was like, hang on, I can change this setting here, and I can put in a whatever bit rate I want. Hang on, that means I can do 1440p.
Yeah. Straight into performance mode. Job done.
Yeah, I never realised that, and I was like, all this time I've been streaming at 1080p, and I could have just been doing 1440p. You spoon fox.
It's annoying though, isn't it? Because you sit there and you go, yeah.
So, but now I know, so I can get the happy codec.
Does make a difference, doesn't it?
But it'd be quite nice to upload YouTube videos in a minute, and it'd be quite nice to be able to download like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So I'd still make good use of the big fast fibre broadband, and it would mean I could do things like when I'm doing these kind of streams, I wouldn't have problems with half of it being choppy.
Yeah.
And it would mean things like it'd be easier for me to say run the Monday night show because I could have all kinds of feeds coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it might open up options for like having feeds with other people involved doing stuff somehow, because I'd have the bandwidth to cope with it.
Multiple gameage.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. Would be cool.
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Skyrim. Yeah, I see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but there's no co-op in Skyrim there.
No, it's a shame, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Brush just now. Got it. Huh?
Where's my bloody brush? Yeah, bloody brush, you bloody fool.
How are you?
I know you are. But we love you anyway.
Yeah, it's like, I can't remember putting that away.
So that would be the irony. The minute I realise I can do 4040p and I buy a console to work to that limit,
Yeah.
and then within months I'll probably get like fibre to the premise. I'll be like, oh, cry out loud.
It's like, really?
That was money well spent.
Iron Man 129 is in. Morning, Colin, Fox, and all in chat. It's been a while since I last watched a stream. My son is now in school, so it's been pretty full on with his autism. Sorry to hear that, mate.
Hello, buddy.
Yeah, it's a challenge, buddy, isn't it? Yeah. Nice to see you in, mate. Love and hugs to your son.
Yeah. Is it funny that every time we see Iron Man, I just keep remembering his boiler?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he had the boiler problem, didn't he? That was right.
Because
Yeah.
I have the worst memory in the world for people's names, but I remember little things about them.
Yeah.
Like Iron Man had the boiler.
Yeah, he had the boiler issue, didn't he, in the cold? Bless him.
And I don't remember. No, I remember that. Right, I tried fading it a bit with some dry brushing, that blue.
Oh, right, yeah.
Not with the faceplate yet. Because I wasn't happy with it being just pure blue. And I was really chippy effect, but it's not really worked. But
Doesn't float in your boat.
no, and I've tried doing some chipping with this. Really worked like that. So I'll just fade it a bit with some dry brushing. And it just looks like faded blue. And then, of course, I'll put some weathering on it anyway.
Oh, yes.
It's not exactly brilliant, but I think I've got away with it. Maybe.
This is the thing, a lot of it, like you say, you can blap a bit of weathering on, job done, isn't it?
You say blap?
I did.
Good lad. Blapping all the way.
Absolutely.
So
Can't beat a bit of blappage.
What do people think? How does that look now? It looks a bit more faded and crappy, basically.
Sorry, mate. 2 secs. Let's look up. Yeah, I like that. That's the
What
job.
do people watching think? I don't know if that works now. It looks even less sensible than... I don't know.
Jeff Light says, sorry, guys. I crashed and just woke up. Going to get some Z's. See you on Sunday. Take care. Stay safe. Not a problem, buddy, mate. Mine, there you go, mate. And we will see you on Sunday.
Yeah, take care, buddy. I suppose once I get the enamel washing over it, it might look a bit better.
That's the thing. We got all of that lot to do. Yeah, enamel washes and...
Yeah. What do people think? Does that work? It's like half blue.
Yeah, chat goes quiet. Oh no, it's just asked us a question. What do we do?
I don't know.
I never said anything about this.
Iron Man says the boiler's still doing okay, but I will not jinx it. It's too late, you just have. Right. I don't know if that works, to be perfectly honest. Maybe I need to go back in with some blue and darken it a bit. I don't know. I don't really know what I was going for.
One of them. Put it to one side. Do something else. Think about it. Look at it. And if you're not happy, then yeah. Because you know what'll happen. You'll keep fapping with it and then you'll regret it.
Yeah, you'll regret it. You will.
You'll regret it. You carry on fapping, you will regret it. All right?
You'll regret that, you swine, you are.
You swine.
You dirty little man.
Yeah. Harold? Harold?
Harold?
Oh, dirty old man. Yeah.
Dirty old man. I love it when he's trying to be all posh with like women, and he was like, and it just didn't pull it off.
He was always trying to be the suave, sophisticated English gent, wasn't he? And it was like the old man would come in scratching his nads. It's like, yeah, that worked. Bless him. Some of that. Oh, yeah, he's back again.
Who's back? What?
You are.
Did I fall out again?
Yeah, lost you for a moment then.
Yeah. Modularity.
Yeah, it's one.
What, audio-wise? Or...
audio and video went that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even see anything at this end. It just carried on as normal.
Yeah, I just had 2 black screens with the revolving white circle.
I think it's a StreamYard thing.
Yeah, I don't know whether the audience had it. I'm waiting for the delay on YouTube to see whether it does it there.
Yeah, I think it's a StreamYard ingest problem.
Yeah, something ain't right.
Why have I got white paint down there? Gosh darn it.
Yeah, to have it happen on the other streams as well. We had this the other weekend where everything was balking, wasn't it, for both of us? And
Yeah.
I think a few others had it as well. I think Ross had issues. James certainly had issues. Yeah, he says you both appeared to be buffering there. Yeah, I know, Panzer. There's not a lot we can do, mate. It is what it is.
I think that's StreamYard in that case, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking that way, mate. Was your stream this afternoon through StreamYard then?
No, I don't I don't use StreamYard unless I'm doing it with somebody else.
Yeah, so yeah.
I never use StreamYard unless it's never use StreamYard for a solo stream.
Well, the only thing that we're using similarly is slobs.
Yep.
Because this is going out through slobs.
Yeah.
So it could be that.
Could be slobs, I suppose, yeah. Could be. I said I wasn't aware of anything going wrong today because nobody actually said anything was wrong. No. So I didn't know there was an issue today.
No.
Nobody said you keep buffering, so... I don't know these things unless people tell me.
No, I tend to do a full system reboot before I live stream anyway, just to make sure
so do I.
Everything's working and Windows updates are off and all of that gubbins. So I'll have a look at slobs when we come off air. Normally with slobs, it updates before it loads.
I did get a slobs update.
Yeah, so...
today or yesterday. Was it today? Might have been today or yesterday.
I had one last Monday, I think mine came through when I used slobs.
What, Monday, 5 days ago?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In that case, yeah, that'll be the same update because I wouldn't have had turned slobs on until today. So.
No, that's it, because I've not streamed since, because I was going to stream Wednesday, but yeah, went tits up.
Tits up, yeah.
So...
Sorry, I've got a real tickly thing in the back of my throat. It's really quite annoying.
Oh dear.
Swig of water. Wow. There we go. I've really not made much progress tonight at all.
Yeah, but this is the thing now. We're going to be going through all the little chipping. I mean, I've got to start on my chipping yet. It's going to...
Oh, yeah. Oh, the
I think what I'll do is I'll do one colour at a time. Work my way around and do those panels of that particular colour. Otherwise, it'll be backwards and forwards and I'll lose track of where I'm at. Lose track where you're at. Don't want to do that.
Lose track of where you're at. You don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. My eyes won't stop watering either, which is really not helpful.
But we're beginning to get the arms to match now, so it's slowly coming together.
It's always good when the arms match.
But I had to go.
Always a good sign.
I had to go in with the Avalon Sunset to get a good base down, whereas the rest of the yellow's been done with contrast. So it's just a matter of going lighter and lighter, and then I can weather the whole shebang. Then.
Shebang, you say?
Yeah, shebang.
Well, I've got a yellow panel on the back there that I'm going to do some hazard stripes, and I've got my little yellow bit there. I've done that nonsense on the front, which I don't know if I'm happy with, but we'll live with it.
Yeah, I've got me checkers to do on that bomb.
Oh God, I was looking at the missiles and bombs and thinking I should put checkers on, and then I thought, having to manhandle the whole thing to get round the other side of it, I'm not putting checkers on the bomb.
Yeah, you know, I'm stupid, and I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, I thought about it, but just painting that Gatling gun.
Yeah.
The middle-sized Gatling gun was hard enough.
Yeah. Where did I put it?
Painting checkers on those. I think I'll paint checkers elsewhere, basically.
There you go. Panzer says, I am now a member of the State Security Poopy Service. There you go.
State Security Poopy Service.
Yeah, do I need to start worrying about you there, Panzer?
Panzer Cat, the secret poop.
Yeah, he's a secret poopy. Yeah.
Paul Lewis says, Leviathan Siege Dreadnought built, albeit still in sections, now ready for primer.
Oh, happy days, mate.
Panzer Cat says, where I poop... Oh, he says, where I poop is now considered a state secret, but I'm having fun leaving little surprises for folks. So he's clearly on some sort of military-industrial complex installation, I suspect.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you should be talking about leaving surprises for folks when you're pooping, though. I don't know. That makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, I worry about Panzer at times. I think he has too much alone time.
Well, if he's doing leaving little secrets when he's pooping, then there's definitely too much alone time. Buddy, here's a baby. What do I do with that? What do I do with that? I don't know.
Edward says, I think that's a higher honour than Colin's position. Yeah, anything's a higher honour than my position.
Need a rusty colour.
Get your rusty colours here. Ready
Look
for
at
a
the
pound.
rustularity. Let me choose one that looks particularly rustular. I think Scrag Brown even, is a good one for that. I don't know what Scrag is, but it's a good colour.
Yeah, don't know what it is, but it's brown, isn't it?
It's brown. You're brown. Right, so we'll just tidy up this edge so it looks rusty again, because it's got a white dry brushing on it, which looks weird. So I just need to get it looking rusty again a little bit.
Get it looking rusty.
You get a little bit musical there. You got a little bit of singing going on there, lovely boy.
For some reason, I had finger bobs going. I don't know why.
Finger bobs. That's me.
It's finger bobs, isn't it? What more can I say?
Yoffie lifts a finger, and the mouse is there. You like that, didn't you?
I did. It's almost like he was in the room with me then. Uncanny, mate.
I love the idea that the guy that played Yoffie, they did 13 episodes, and when they filmed the last one, they were all like completely stoned at the time.
Yeah.
Completely high. When they finished the last one, he drowned Finger Bobs in a glass of water. He just plunked his hand into a glass of water and drowned it. Because he knew they weren't going to make any more.
That was the thing, they was always proper out of their tree, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. Same in Play School as well, because he was in Play School, that guy, as well. That's a particularly bright orangey rust colour, so I need to get a darker rust colour as well, I think, just to tone that down. Tone it down!
Am I right in thinking most of the Playaway cast used to be stoned as well?
I don't remember what was Playaway. I don't remember that. Playaway, baby, Playaway. I remember the music, but I don't remember the programme.
Brian Cant, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he was Play School as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, it was another ITV children's Play School-y type programme.
Oh, was it ITV?
Yeah.
Ah. I think a good brown would be Mornfang brown. That's a nice medium browny brown colour. That might do for a bit of rusticulations.
And it does have a really nice brown or sounding name as well, sorry, even.
Mornfang brown.
Mornfang,
I was starting to get carried away doing like little bits of dry brushing the brown over the white, but it's like, hang on, I've got loads of weathering to do. Yeah, I can't get too carried away putting rust patches. Then again, actually, screw it, why not? Let's break up this white and blue with a little bit of rusty dry stipple. Sounds wrong, doesn't it? Bit of rusty stipple.
Never met her, but she sounds a good actress.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah. Rusty stipple. Hollywood legend. By Hollywood we mean Skegness. By Hollywood we mean Hartlepool. Yoffie lifts a finger. I watched an episode the other day where Finger Bobs, Yoffie basically wanted Finger Bobs to collect rocks, so Finger Bobs went to collect rocks.
Oh, right, yeah.
At the beach. And he was collecting rocks. And he took the rocks back to Yoffie, who then drew faces on them.
Oh.
It was mild.
Panzer says Play Away was the Saturday edition of Play School. There you go.
Cool. There you go. Put a little bit of rusty dry brushing on it. Only a little tiny bit.
Sorry, mate. I was painting. What's that? Oh, yeah. Nice.
I might do another dark brown as well, again, on top of that. Just to... Because all the other paint's, like, faded away with rust underneath, but I haven't really got that on that bit, so... Let's do some of that on here, and then it just means it might make that blue and white look less weird then, because it looks as rusty underneath the paint as everything else, but a bit fresher perhaps. Get a dark. I'll get what brown will be good. The thing I love about doing this kind of dry brushing is...
What about a bit of scrag brown?
That's the first one I did.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'll shut up.
Yeah.
Then.
Don't be like that. It was a good suggestion.
That's right.
I've done scrag. Did scrag brown on the... Oh, actually.
I'm just going to brush it through the tears.
Stop being such a princess. That's my job. It was a good choice. It was a good call. Because I've just put that paint away, you dingleback. Right, Mommy's being cruel to me again. She'd tell you to stop being so feeble.
She would. She'd go, man up. All right, Mum.
Yeah, grow a pair. Shut up. Right, where's that Mornfang brown that I just had out a second ago that's now vanished into the ether?
Top right corner.
No, that's some shit on that. I literally put it somewhere. Where? I hate when you do that. You put something down, it instantly vanishes. And you're like, what?
Oh, yeah, I had that with that paintbrush earlier. It's like, yeah, really? It's here somewhere.
Oh, there it is. Bottom right corner.
Oh, there
Almost
you go,
right.
then. Yeah. I've been screaming upside down.
There you go. You were Australian again, weren't you?
I was.
Yoffie lifts a finger. There'll be a lot more of this rustiness going on later on. It's just I'm doing this bit now on here because I feel compelled to, for the reasons.
It seemed like a good idea, didn't it, mate?
Yeah. Well, I had lots of white dry brushing all on these rusty edges. Now, what I'm going to do is keep them rusty, but do a graphite thing over them at the end.
Yeah.
You know, you've got like the plasma cut kind of effect. So it looks like they've been buffed a little bit. Yeah, I love doing dry brushing where you don't even clean off the brush, you just go straight to the next colour.
Oh, yeah, you get a nice bit of blendage then, don't you?
Good God, this lid is stuck. Oh, blimey, Riley. That was hard work. Look.
Foxy's got his lid stuck, then the paint came out. Yeah, I'll shut up.
Shaking me pot.
Boom, boom, shaking his pot.
I've hurt my thumb doing that, trying to get that lid off.
Oh, Wibblekins.
Thumb hurtage. Thumb hurtage.
It's been a while since Fummy Wummy's been sore.
I know. That was the other thummy wummy. So I've got dark brown that I'll just put in the middle of the other brown colours just to get a little bit of dark rust.
Oh, mate, it was so funny when we finished the stream Sunday.
Oh yeah, what me and you or?
Yeah, my missus said, "Oh, like going to have your dinner." Yeah, of course I will. So I ambled in, went to sit down, and she went, "Why have you got a grey thumb?" I went, "Go and wash me hands." There's a long story. Yeah, just blame Fox basically. So don't you blame him? Leave him alone.
Oh, of course we were doing the dry brushing, weren't we?
We was doing the dry brushing, wasn't it? Testing it on the thumb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. She's like, really?
I went to Tesco's and had that all over my hand.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for self-checkout.
Oh yeah. It's like, yeah. It's Fox's fault. Don't you blame Fox. Leave him alone, you bully.
Next time she says, "How does that happen?" just say, "Yoffie lifts a finger and the paint is there."
They're Belgian.
Do. I need to go back and watch some more Bluey. I've only watched the first few episodes and I stopped watching it. I need to go back to watching more Bluey.
I've not watched any.
Oh, you need to watch it. It's the best children's TV programme for adults ever.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? You're ashamed of me now, I can tell.
Shame. Right, what do you think?
Stunning, mate.
That bad, eh?
No, it's just... no, it's... I can't critique.
You can.
No, I can't.
You know what looks good and you know what doesn't look good. Just as much as everybody else.
Yeah.
It'll do.
I like sitting on the fence.
Yeah, but one of the day the fence is going to pop up your ass and then you'll be in trouble.
They'd have a job. They sewed it up.
Poop's got to come out somewhere.
Yeah.
Yoffie lift a finger. Have a zip to hey high.
Yeah, I would have that. Yeah.
I think that I'm going to have to stop fettling with that now because I'm just going to get myself more stressed.
That's what I was saying to you earlier. You're going to go around in circles and you're going to bug yourself, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to go... Because it's not even the point at which I need to be doing that. So
no. We all do these things. You sit there and you think, yeah, I've got to do that. That'll work out well. And then it doesn't. You're like, why'd I do that?
Right, I need to do 15 other things on top of it now to hide it.
It's like I'm sitting there doing this and I'm like, why is it I want to do a spiral on one of my bombs? Look how bloody small the tip of it is, but I've decided I'm going to do a spiral now, so...
Carl?
What?
Carl?
I'm a spiral.
Do a spiral. Do a spiral. Do a spiral, my friends.
So it's going to have a spiral on it because it can.
Everybody needs a spiral for a pillow.
So... one's going to have a checker going down the side. One's going to have a spiral.
Checker play pop.
And I was sitting here going, you tit bobble. Why did you think that was a good idea?
Because the brain often likes to make promises that the actual body can't catch. Or something.
That my brain just goes into tilt mode, doesn't it? And it's, suckered you in.
Yeah, the brain does it because the brain knows it doesn't have to deal with the consequences afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that alone now. I'm going to leave that alone. Just a bit on the face, I suppose, to make it balance out.
It really doesn't look like I've done anything tonight. I'm ashamed.
Be ashamed. Be very ashamed. Boop, 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 boop. Right, I'm going to leave that alone now and just be sad.
Yeah,
Let me put it in context on the actual body. And makes it even worse. Oh, it'll be fine. Get some enamels on it, it'll look fine. I have to just keep that in mind that once I put some enamel streaking and stuff on it, it'll all look brilliant. Probably.
Yeah, that's the hope, innit? I'm sitting here like, yeah.
I'll be sitting there painting on the enamel streaking grime going, Benedicat vos omnipotas Deus Vater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus. La 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 la. Right, you, it's half two.
Yeah, well, she'll be
what
coming
do you want to
do? I shall be coming off shortly, mate, yeah.
Yeah, I shall stop the paintings.
Because, yeah. There is apologies for it being a slightly shorter one this week, folks, but there is a legitimate reasons.
Yeah. He's being chased by the police
Yeah.
for drug crimes. Because he's actually a Brazilian a crime kingpin, and he needs to hide.
Yeah.
He can't be in one place for more than about 2 hours.
Robin says your ego's writing checks that, what's that? The body can't cash. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say, and it didn't really come out right.
Yeah. There's a microphone there, mate.
Yeah, it's the stomper that did that. That wasn't me.
Ah, it's the stomper's fault.
Yeah, it's the stomper's fault.
Mate,
Shut up.
that sounds plausible. Paul
You're
J.
plausible.
Lewis says, and I'm back with coffee. Yeah, we're literally just about to come off air, mate, because
Paul's back, Scarper.
I can't do a long show tonight. I've got to be. Here he goes. Brace yourselves, folks. I've got to be sensible and do as my told.
Do as my told.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you were so shocked that even your own brain rebelled against you and messed the sentence up.
It did. It made me have a momentary pause of, do I really need to say this?
Yeah.
Bung that away up there, out the way.
I've got to do as my told. Brain.
So, I'll bung you full screen in a sec so you can show your wares and what you've been
I've
up
done
to.
bugger all and it looks like garbage, but hey, we'll live.
Let's bung you on the full screen.
I've done that bit. I've done that bit.
Why do you
I've painted some red.
Why do you think
Well,
it looks garbage, mate?
Well, that looks alright. I painted some red and some white and some blue and some dark grey and some white and some yellow.
Yeah.
But and then I've painted the yellow on the back there to start some hazard stripes.
Oh,
I've
right,
painted
yeah.
the red fist because it's a boss. It's a boss. Fist means boss.
Oh, does it? Right, okay.
Yeah. But I'm not happy with how that jaw came out, but I'll live.
See, I've done a yellow fist, so do I need to change it to a red then? I don't know.
No, yellow works. Just a fist means boss, basically. The glyph.
Oh, right, I didn't know that.
Fist
Yeah.
means boss.
See, I like that. I think that's subtle,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. I like the rusting on the edge.
Yeah,
like
I
the
mean,
dry
I'm comparing it.
brushing.
I'm comparing it to this rusting on the blue, and it's not the same, but I'll live. It'll be fine. I just tell myself, I'm going through that stage where you get halfway through and you criticise your own work.
Would it be a bit of our crack surf shade? Would that bring them both together?
No, because then it'll look different to the other bits that don't
Yeah.
have Magrex Surshade on when I do that bit. So I'll keep it steady.
That's the only
I'll
thing
keep it
with
as
the
it
head,
is.
isn't it? It keeps falling on. It's a right pain in the arse, isn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, I won't do anything else to it yet. I'll leave it like that. Once it's got other dirt and grime on it, it'll probably look fine.
Mind
I might
you.
paint those bolts even more rusty. So
Oh, we did drop a bollock. We could have put a magnet in there, couldn't we?
let me focus it properly so you can actually see.
Yeah, see, I think that's subtle, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I'll grow to like it. I'll grow to like it. I can always dry brush some white back on that side because it got a bit dirty looking. And I'll paint this eye, which is like a valve of some sort of fan. I'll paint that a different colour.
Yeah,
so
I
it
did
stands
mine
out.
as like I would say a goldy brass. Oh, I can't think of the name of the colour now.
Bronze. Bronze. Copper.
Retributor armour. I
Yeah,
remember
gold.
rightly.
That's good. It's a nice
Yeah.
colour, that.
Yeah,
I mean, the back of the jaw is rust.
yeah.
So, yeah, I'll put some rusty streaking and stuff on it, and I can get some rusty washes on some of the around those like nuts, bolt
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, you're going to wash
So
your
it can look
nuts.
Yeah.
See what I did?
So I see what you did there.
You want me to stop?
So
don't
it
you?
kind of blends because it's kind of a different rust colour to the rest of the rust colour, which isn't quite right. So
Yeah.
we'll sort it out. Once it's got the horns painted and the do and everything else, it'll look fine. So I've not done much anyway. That's all I've done tonight. Nothing. Bugger all.
Exactly.
Very little has been done at my end, if you pardon the expression.
I see what we did there. I've done even less than mate.
Ooh. What have you done then, mate?
Even less, mate. Let's try and get this all in.
Oh, I just burped and all I can taste is all the pork pies in the world that I ate for dinner.
I have done a little bit of yellow on the arms just to bring that in. A little bit of Agrax Earth shade in there. Bit of copper. What else have we
Oh,
done?
did you do the heat sink on the chainsaw copper?
Yeah.
I did that as well.
Yeah.
It just seemed the right thing to do. And it was
Just
like
looks right, doesn't it?
Yeah, copper heatsink. Makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
Done the same with the other arm. Done a bit on there. I've done the known oil on the gun. Just need
How many coats did you get?
That's had 3 on there so far. It needs a 4th.
Ooh. Have you got the same as me, where it kind of leaves a little highlight around the hole in the muzzle?
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Because I like the way it does that, because the surface tension it pulls away from the hole.
It just pulls it away and leaves a rim almost. But yeah. Did me top bit of yellow.
Yeah.
Started the bombs. So you're going to have checkers on that one, and then you're going to have a spiral on that one, and then a checkerboard going down in a V shape off of that one.
I really don't envy you painting checkers on those missiles. You're going to be cursing. There you are.
Yeah, I've got a checkered band that's going round this one because I thought, sod it, I'm going to go for it. So.
Is it worth looking through your orc decals and seeing if any of the strips of checkers would do to save you painting them?
I might well be looking at me decals, but yeah.
Yeah, because there's loads of checker strips on there, aren't there?
Exactly. And I started darkening down my chimneys with a bit of Agrax Earth Shade and a bit of known oil. So
I don't know what to do with my chimneys.
Yeah,
I don't know if to leave them rusty or not. I have to wait till I think I'll wait till I've painted everything else.
Yeah, I wanted the metal to show through, and then I'm going to go round with a bit of pigment and do the odd little rust streak and things like that. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is wait till I've finished everything else.
Yeah.
Because I painted all the bands that hold them in place copper colours.
Yeah, yeah.
But I might change that. I don't know if it really works because it's copper against the rust. But
yeah.
So I can always repaint those.
Yeah.
But I'm going to paint everything else, and then I'll either leave them as rusty if they look good. But if there's a lot of other rust on it, then I might want to paint something.
I mean, there's going to be soot and stuff around the top anyway, and probably some streaks going down them. But yeah, go on.
I might do lots of like metallic dry brushing on them just to make it look like. But I don't know. It's really hard with them because I want them to be rusty, but I want them to be painted, but I don't want to paint them.
It's just going around and starting to pick things and that. So I'm probably going to choose a colour, say for instance purple, and then I should do every purple panel with, chipping and things like that and start that. Yeah. But I just wanted to get as many base colours down as possible so I could actually see it coming together and yeah. I mean that's what I'm doing. I'm still doing base colours at this stage. I'm just getting all the bases down so that once I've done this I can do anything that needs Agrax Earth Shade or null oil. I can do that, and then I can start other bits. And then the final step will be once everything's painted, I can start doing enamels and stuff like that. Exactly. I mean, it's so technicoloured. I just wanted to try and get a take on where it's going. Edward says, looking stompily good, gents. Yeah.
I still don't know what the hell to do with the feet. But...
No, it's one of them. Mine have had a bit of a dry brush, a bit of Agrax Earth Shade, but nothing
Mine is still
massive.
Just rust.
Probably do some rust chipping around the lower edges, but bear in mind this is such a big old thing. I thought, well, yeah.
I mean, mine are all just the rust undercoat still, but it's like I'm thinking to myself, well, the feet are like as big as a car.
Yes.
So I don't know whether to just leave them.
That's it. I'm looking at the size of the stompa, the grot tank compared to its feet, and I'm like. Yeah, probably just chip round the edges and that and leave the centres as they are and give them a wash.
I mean, if you keep in mind that a grot's probably about 5 foot tall.
Yeah, and I've still got to weather the grot tank yet because that's only have base colours. So.
That's a whole different kit in of itself.
Yeah, but it's a grot tank coming out of its belly, isn't it? It's like, what can I say?
Yeah. That's got its own like checkers and decals and all kinds of things.
And of course, I've got the others to build that'll go round this as well because it's going to have like its little collection of grot tanks. So.
Exactly.
But no, I mean, it's just the insanity of it in it as a project. It's just works for me.
Yeah. Edward Lennon says, paint some Nike Jordans on the feet.
He's good, isn't he? Yeah.
Maybe not.
Part of me was thinking, I'd have to get a shark mouth in somewhere, but it's like,
Would orcs know what a shark is, though?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, they've got a shark mouth on. They've got a shark mouth on the missile at the top.
Yeah, it's a sharky face on the top there, isn't there? So yeah, the shark mouth can go on there.
I suppose to an orc it's more of a squig mouth than a shark mouth because they know what a squig is, they know what a shark is.
Yeah, it's at that. I'm not in
I've
love
still
with
got
it
my-
yet, not by a long shot,
No.
but it'll come there.
I'm not feeling it at all. I'm just painting base colours still, and it's going to be a long time before I get to even.
You know, when I've said to you before,
remotely
it's
finishing base
the
colours.
paint job's at a stage where the relationship isn't forming, is it? You're not feeling it at the moment, and then all of a sudden
I'm like,
you go over that peak, don't you? And you're like, yeah, I'm getting it now.
it's like I'm feeling little bits of it. I'm feeling the blue paintwork that's all chipped on the panels, but
Yeah.
the rest of it I'm not really feeling. I'm like,
This is the thing I'm struggling with at the moment. I've got no rust or detritus. I've got me, don't get me wrong, I've got me contrast shade down, but I haven't got that corrosion and that streaking started. And once that all starts, I'll then be able to start falling in love with it, you know. But
yeah, up until that point.
this is always that stage of the paint job I hate.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I struggle to motivate myself at this stage. I have to push myself through that barrier.
I struggle all the way up to the weathering, and then I worry about the weathering not being good enough or not being correct, and then I get it finished. I'm like, yes, I'm happy with it now. And then I take the photographs, and then I spot the things that have gone wrong.
the thing to remember about it as well is it ain't real, is it? So you can
I always struggle up and down with loving what I'm doing and hating it. And like being in the zone or not, it's always like you're up and down with it. I love it, I hate it, I love it, I hate it, I love it, I hate it.
Yeah, I can fall in and out of love with a build at this stage. That's why, do you remember you used to say to me, oh, you've not finished any of your Orc builds? And I go, no, because I'm at a stage of the paint job where this is what I know. And I'm still doing the learnings of things. So now that we're learning other techniques, I can go back to some of them builds and finally finish them. You know, several of them are going down because, you know, why not?
Because you can.
Yeah.
I mean, I know when I put the enamel streaking grams and stuff on it, it's going to darken it down a lot. All the rivets will begin to pop.
Yeah.
All the panel lines will suddenly pop in, but...
This is why Insane Blade and Warlek have been left, because I wanted to learn the different techniques and start amalgamating things. Oh, amalgamating,
Yeah, I like
big
that
word.
word. Amalgamating. Ooh.
You know, I've still got the Wazbom X-Wing to paint up. I've still got some detail to do on the battle wagon. I've got my Orc truck that's only had base colours put on it. So I've got loads of builds there that can have work done. The Valkyrie, that still needs to be finished up. So...
See, as I'm looking at the face on this now, I'm starting to feel that jaw a bit. I'm starting to, because I've sat back from it for 10 minutes. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. This is it. You start to fall in love with it. This is why normally if I prime a build, I have it on this turntable, and I've got an electric one as well. And I'll let the build just sit there spinning around in the corner whilst I'm working on something else. And you start forming the paint job and the idea, and it works for me that way.
Yeah, because it's like, when I was painting it, it was like, okay, it's a white jaw. Now I've splattered some blue on it. It looks like ash. Now I'll do dry brush some white on it. Now it looks like garbage. Now I'll do some rust. But then after sitting back for 10 minutes and looking at the jaw, and it's like...
Yeah, you've taken emotion out of it now, haven't you, and started to see where you're going. It almost gives you a sense of direction, doesn't it?
Well, it's kind of like it's starting to tell a story to me. It's starting... I'm looking at this jaw now and I'm thinking... It does look like rusty metal where the blue and white has faded, and it's starting to work in my mind. Yeah, because I've stepped back from what I was when I'm painting it. I can't really, but when I step back,
this is it. I mean, this is where you're at a good stage with that, whereas I'm still at every panel being a vibrant base colour. I haven't got any faded paint yet. That'll come at a later stage, you know. But
well, it's weird that you've all just watched me go from hating it to being like, actually, it's talking to me. It's telling a story, an environmental story, and it works. It now looks like metal with faded blue, and I'm like, it's clicked for me.
Yeah,
now.
and that's the key.
You've just watched me go. You've just watched me go from I don't like it to actually, you know what? It's fine.
How many times have you said to me, "Yeah, don't hate it, put it away, put it back, come back to it later on," and it's the same, isn't it?
It doesn't normally happen in about 5 minutes, but
no, it's what I was saying to you earlier on, wasn't it? Was don't overdo it, put it to one side, just in case you regret anything you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I might go back and do a bit more white on the faceplate there because that's looking a bit rubbish, but burpage.
It's getting there though, mate.
I've not figured out how I'm going to do the big ammo drum on top of the big guns.
No,
Mine's just rusty at the minute.
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it as a base colour of yellow. But
I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and it's luckily for me with the colours underneath, it's kind of really shitty, dirty yellow at the moment. But
I'm also not sure what I'm going to do with this shoulder turret thing.
Yeah, that needs proper rusting up, I think, on that and streaking and yeah.
Well, mine is rusty, but I don't know what colours to paint it. I'd put flames on the bottom, but it's got the triangles on the bottom, so they're already there.
You're going to have to probably go slightly alternate to the pauldron then, because you've got mainly blue on there, haven't you?
Yeah.
So do you try to replicate the light blue that you've started on the jaw onto a couple of panels on that and see how it goes?
I don't know. Or just maybe not even that colour at all, maybe something completely different. I'm going to have some blue checkers on that part of the pauldron there, that panel, I think.
Right, yeah.
I don't want to paint checkers on the gun tube because getting around the back of it will be a ball ache.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, I could duplicate what I've got on this Gatling gun and do it like red and white, maybe.
Yeah.
Reds and whites, maybe. The thing is, it all looks good in just rust. That's the problem. It
does.
I can't just leave it as rust. That's too lazy.
Well, why don't you then go for the where you've got, say for instance on the shoulder, why don't you go for really thin strips of paint where the rust is eaten so much through that there's only thin slivers of paint, so it gives it that really aged look, but you can still see a hint of what colour was originally there.
Like I've got on the jaw.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking if Descal's is blue with white markings, then, or it's white with blue markings, then I could do it as white with red triangles, like I've done on the. Because
you was on about putting one of the glyphs on, wasn't you? On was it on that you was going to do it a glyph?
No, I've got to. I might paint something here, like in white, some kind of marking. Like I don't know yet though, because the difficulty of doing that is I've been covering over this rust and blue, which is a shame.
Yeah, that's it. Well, why not do it on that shoulder thing then? Have a glyph on the side of that and fade it right down.
Well, I was going to do like a big teeth thing on here, but
oh right, okay, yeah.
You know, like a head shape or something, but I don't know how I could do it without covering up this.
Yeah, that's a nice effect, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, yours has got so much potential though, because you've not done the rustiness or anything yet.
No,
it's loads of potential for yours.
It's a bit Joseph and his Technicolor Stomper at the moment, but.
Yeah, it's a bit like you've been eating the special cookies and that's what gets frozen to the pavement at 2 in the morning.
Don't give Festa LSD or anything because I'm like this when I haven't got anything in me. It's beginning to go in a direction. It's like
well, like I say, like you said, you've got all the rust and weathering and everything to go on it yet, which could tone all that down and bring it all together.
Oh, it's going to take ages to do that. I mean, probably be lucky if I get 1 or 2 panels done in a stream. It's
I need to put on some alternative colour panels on mine, like they pick them up off the floor. Like,
well, this is it. It's going to be such a small scale as well, isn't it? Because can't go too big with the chips because you've got to think how big the actual thing is in real life, haven't you? So it's going to be, dare I say it, grip the bench, subtle. Edward says he's finished the MAK and posted on both your groups on Facebook, painted with lacquer paints.
Lovely.
He hasn't done it for a long time. People don't know that it's almost immediately melts your undercoats. Yeah,
you don't put lacquer paints on top of anything.
Yeah, lacquer on nothing, anything on lacquer, isn't it? So, isn't that the mantra? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's like when you do your 2K paint job, your clear coats, you're like, oh, please don't melt the decals.
Yeah, I always wondered that because I've never done it myself. But it's like you put when you people may not realise this, but when you're painting an actual real life car, or in your case when you're painting an actual real life motorbike, like when we painted my car, it was Ipanema Brown, which is a lacquer, which is a solvent based lacquer paint.
Yeah.
And then we put on the masking fluid, and then we painted over Gulf Blue, which is a Volkswagen colour.
Yeah.
And it's an acrylic. It's actually an acrylic. Which is why I could go in with some Scotch Brite and then buff away like rust marks,
Yeah.
so that my car looks like that basically.
Yeah.
But then I never thought about it. But when we sprayed the clear coat on it, it's a lacquer solvent based clear coat. It's like proper whatever it was, 3M industrial. And it's like, hang on, that's a solvent on top of an acrylic. How does that even work? But it worked.
Yeah.
Apart from the dickhead didn't shake it enough and it didn't mix in the matte. So
it went really well then, did it?
Yeah. Well, I haven't washed it in about 7 years, so it looks all matte now anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, how come like proper like lacquers on cars or motorbikes don't melt the paint if they're acrylics? It's weird. Never thought of that.
Edward Leonard saying, let me know what you think. No worries, mate.
Will do.
Yeah. Honestly, mate, we love your work.
Mm-hmm.
We love it that much that we hate you for it.
Oh, yeah. Especially those little tiny scenes, the little vignettes.
Oh, mate, yeah, they're gorgeous.
Tiny metal vignettes. They are cool, aren't they?
Love all of that. But yeah, well, we keeping an eye on them for you, Edward.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fettling with the Lehman Russ, aren't I?
Yes, you need to go and chill out anyway, and it's 2:45.
No worries. Okay, folks, well, thanks for joining me and Fox.
Thank you, everybody.
Don't forget, if you want to support us both, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/modelmakingguru. You can click the join button on Fox's channel, become a member. And on mine, you can go to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or click the join button on any of me content. That will give you full access to the Zoom off-air 24/7 hangout, where you can come and join in with the rest of us and just chillax and shoot the breeze. Fox will be on later on today,
Hopefully,
doing his gaming stream. I'll be back tomorrow, or Sunday, sorry, with Dave for the Sunday at the Bench, and then with Fox for Warhammer Sunday, where we do a bit more on the Lehman Russ, which is actually coming up and looking quite sexy. So I'm quite...
Yeah, I looked at your photographs when you put them on the internet, and you've done a good job there. It looks the same as mine, which is spot on.
So for a first timer, I'm reasonably happy with it.
Nailed it.
So we'll love and leave you there, folks. Thanks for coming and joining us. It really does mean a lot.
Thank you very much, everybody.
And we'll see you for the next ones. Take care. Stay safe.
Take care, everyone.
See you soon. Bye.
Adios, amoebas. Bye.